pain follow me. Deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. I'm somewhere between confidence and arrogance. The middle ground is treacherous, I work on getting out of it. Pops is looking down, I feel him every time the sun shine. Back to being unsigned, I only got my bloodline. With me going forward, smoking cookie till we dumb high. I heard you taking shots, we pulled up on them, they was gunshot. 2 p.m. in Rome, we at the chapel eating sun-dried tomatoes and a plum wine. Life been like a movie, I don't know how long the run time. Hope it's an extended cut, but when I died, I load my consciousness onto a thumb drive and upload it to the masses. When I pass, all my sets is holographic. Life's as real as you imagine. My Jewish girl was tight, cause I ain't link her on the Sabbath. But it's Friday and I got a few robins I need a bask in. Playing traffic, if you wanna play the faction. We don't act, we getting active, stacking cash and dodging taxes. My father was a Catholic, never taught me how to practice. But with music, I'm a Baptist. Chris and all these fucking tracks I bless these raps with.
Standing in the middle of the march, both sides caving on the drive. Praying to my pops and the guys, God, please help me out. Can you spare me for once? Hey, yeah. Can you spare me for once? Hey, I ain't asking for much. No.
We watch history. We make history. And one day we become it. Drop some buckets and then we kick the bucket. Just trying to reach the peak before I finally plummet.
Standing in the middle of the march, both sides caving on the drive. Praying to my pops and the guys, God, please help me out. Can you spare me for once? Hey, yeah. Can you spare me for once? Hey, I ain't asking for much. No.
Hey, look. Labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking balls. Feel like Xavier, baby, I be cooler than the mink weather. Make a Coke bottle, give me brain till I think better. Back up on my shit again, hanging out with Benjamin. Franklin got me stankin' in the Lincoln, talking dividends. Look at what we did again, brought the water dipping in. Down in Texas on them elbows where your digits been. All these niggas pussy, I can smell it through the audio. Lapping everybody, got me working on my cardio. Party over daddy home, creeping out the caddy comb. Straight from underground, I got these motherfuckers Maddie on. I been kick pushing on my grind since the pro skate. I don't fuck with niggas, you would figure that I'm pro hate. Chillin' in the cut like a scab, ready to peel niggas. You ain't gotta like it, I promise you gotta deal with us. Used to be friendly, I'm off that and I'm on business. All I've been seeing is flawed jewelry and fake digits. So when I tell them I'm the coldest, it ain't superstition. Every time you see me, you gon' find me in a new position, nigga. Fuck you mean? Look, ain't had to tell them I'm the truth, I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about the shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. Ain't had to tell them I'm the truth, I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds getting to it. I told her, fuck a fat ass, do you have mag knees? I'ma need that right after the head, please. Bet your bitch leave way before my bread leave. Got them Googling the caption, tryna see who said these. Tell these hateful motherfuckers I've been choosing love. It's the God, baby, tell me really who's above. These niggas watching, always talking what it used to was. Meanwhile, I'm raising up them digits like the Booster Club. I'm in my finest hour, hit the shower, fuck her for one. Doing push-ups, running laps around the comfortable ones. I be coolin', I be chillin', I be fucking with fun, but check the trophy case. I can't find nothing you done. Need Huxtable funds. Bitch, you either with it or you in the way. Making money been the play. Ain't looking for no friend today. I just came to kindergarten. I do not intend to stay. Look you in the eyes and let you know that's what I meant to say. Had to tell them I'm the truth. I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about this shit. I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds getting to it. Ain't had to tell them I'm the truth. I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds getting to it.
Like so. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', peep the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she staking it out. Putting it in, she staking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit on me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. The diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me some sex. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in the eye on me. You know what I'm reppin', it's eyes so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on her weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch her, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we all for being.
Like it or love it, I had you just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on her weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges, no.
Oh, what's going on, good people? What's going on? It's your boy Big Dog Barking. Coming straight out of Memphis 10. Y'all know what it is and y'all know what it's gonna be. With another live, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, my board and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Oh. So, as y'all can see by today's topic, is Angel Reese and Carmelo Anthony. Appreciate that, Raj. Is Angel Reese, is Carmelo Anthony, is Meg the Stallion, is Remy Ma. It's all the things that's been going on. The Diddy trial. All the things that have been going on the past couple of weeks. Is all this examples of black fatigue? It's all of what's been going on in the black community, examples of black fatigue. These are examples of, for a better sense of the word, nigga shit. Now I've been saying I'm gonna try to clean up my act and try not to curse as much, try to be more professional. You know what I'm saying? Try to be more corporate. But I'm still a nigga. I ain't refined. I got plenty of sins, but I cuss a lot. I'm trying to do better. So it's all this that I've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. Nigga shit. I want to know. TC, what's going on, bro? I want to know. So before I get into the topic, as y'all enter the building, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the likes. You know what I'm saying? Hit the share button. Tell somebody to put their eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to blow up on YouTube, whatever the case may be. And also hit the subscribe button. I got a goal of 1,300 before the end of the year. I'm trying to reach that. It's a small number to some, but it's a big number to me. So help a brother out. Also, comment. You know what I'm saying? I respond to comments. I talk shit with everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't in my zone, you know, if y'all been over here and when I be in my zone, I be in my zone and I don't pay attention to the chat. But charge that to my head, not my heart. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I do this for y'all. But today I'm finna get into black fatigue, nigga shit, and everything I've been seeing. You know, and the panel open. If y'all want to hit that link, it's pinned at the top of the chat. And if you want to, you know, say what you got to say, if you got something to say different than what I'm saying, by all means, hit that link. It's all love over here. You get to say what you got to say, you know, have a little decorum, a little respect. But I'm going to allow you to get your shit off. So, subject number one. This is my favorite subject right here. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one out of all of them is one Angel REESE. That's my favorite one out of all the ones I just named. That's my favorite one. So, if y'all been paying attention, when the WNBA, the W, for those that want to be feminists or whatever the case may be, their season opener was Indiana versus Chicago, and Indiana spanked Chicago. And if you saw the game, Angel REESE, as always, when her and Caitlin Clark get together, is the center of attention for all the wrong reasons. So the play in question was a rebound. Now, before she got the rebound, she actually pushed another woman in the back. Ref missed the call. It happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I can't fault. They ain't going to catch everything, but Angel REESE did push the girl in the back and got the rebound. Now, Caitlin Clark, being the professional she is, fouled Angel REESE. Common fact. It wasn't no flagrant for those that want to say, oh, she was rough, and that was a common foul, and Angel REESE flopped. I'm being 100. I'm being so for real. That was a flop. A common foul. She going for the ball. She grabbing up. Any woman, any man that played the game of basketball saw for themselves. Common foul. I'm not going to let you get 2 easy points, and chances are with Angel REESE, she was going to blow the layup. But you're not going to score that easy on my team if I'm in the vicinity of you in the basket. That's common knowledge if you play the game of basketball. Caitlin Clark, common fact. Angel REESE flopped, made it bigger than what it was, got up, barking, woofing. Ooh. And Caitlin Clark looked like, who the fuck is you? I did what I'm supposed to do for my team. I want to give you 2 easy points. Whether you made it or not, my job is to stop you from scoring. She did that. But because Angel REESE and everybody that Kate for and want to ride with it and shit like that. Oh, it was a hard fight. Okay. You upgraded Flagrant 1. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. We done seen bullshit calls in the WNBA. We done seen bullshit calls in NBA college. I seen bullshit calls AAU. It happens. But it wasn't the Flagrant. Then she go to the free throw line and miraculously, out the blue, Indiana Fever fans start making monkey noises. Now, the thing about the monkey noises, that didn't nobody hear the monkey noises. Nobody heard the monkey noises but Angel Reese. Wow. I don't even remember if she made a free throw or not. But the topic of discussion was quote unquote monkey noises. The W went and did their research, went and watched the game, went and watched the footage, and it's like all these fans here, all these iPhones and Android with cameras on it, and all these cameramen and camerawomen around the courts, microphones everywhere. You mean tell me after the W did their research, did their investigation, which I applaud them on, because you know you don't want racism or all this going on in a professional game. I feel you on that. After they did their investigation, come to find out, wasn't nothing said. Wasn't nothing said. Was nothing said. No monkey noises, no N-words with the hard ER, no derogatory terms, nothing was said. They did their investigation. They did their investigation. But you had all types of people, women and men, caping, trying to save Angel Reese. That have said from the beginning, she wants to be the villain. She wants to be the bad girl. She wants all the smoke. Now, mind you, they play the Aces and the Liberty and the Sparks and all these other teams, the Lynx. They play all the other teams in the WNBA. And guess what? You heard nothing about Angel Reese having confrontations with any other player. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? And there's other Caucasian women on these other teams. I don't hear nothing. Nothing. I just seen her get roughed up by other females. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear no racism. I don't hear no attention grabbing, nothing. It's basketball. She don't say nothing. I seen Angel Reese get knocked down and clothesline and all that right there. And none of me said. Basketball plays. None of me said. But when it comes down to Caitlin Clark, which she literally started this beef with that right there when they won the national title. Now, every time they meet up, it's always a problem. Why? Why is it always a problem when you get up with Caitlin Clark? Why? Why? Because Caitlin Clark gets attention without being dramatic. Caitlin Clark gets attention without trying to draw attention by wearing skimpy clothes and talking shit. Caitlin Clark is a professional. She cold. She cold on that court. She ain't got to do all the extra that you do Angel Reese. What's going on, bro?
What's up with you?
Ain't too much, man. Up here talking about nigga shit.
I know, man. You over here talking about Detective Stabler, bro. I hear you.
Up here talking about nigga shit.
I know. Yeah. Man. Them girls be fighting, they be fighting the shit out of each other all the time. Them niggas
All
been
the
playing each
time.
other. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark been playing each other since high school.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I've seen plenty of other females whack the shit out of Caitlin Clark. I've seen Caitlin Clark throwing elbows at other folks.
As you should.
Now, everybody is making a big deal about this whole thing with Caitlin Clark filing Angel Reese But when Angel Reese fired Caitlin Clark last year, you thought the world was gonna end.
Huh. Oh, not to mention when Lil Mama body checked Clayton Clark and Angel Reese stood up on the sideline clapping.
She can't clap.
But what I'm saying is, you know what? You know, I coach. You know, I'm with all the shit when I'm coaching. But it wasn't nothing to be said when she was clapping because Caitlin Clark got knocked out of bounds by a hip check. Wasn't nothing to be said, was it?
End of the day, both of these fan bases
Don't
is
tell me.
trashy as hell.
But what I'm saying is, soon as something happened to Angel Reese by Caitlin Clark, the whole world crumbles. Oh, protect Angel Reese.
I mean, we watched the whole season last year of the same thing for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark took it like a champ.
That's the only difference.
Caitlin Clark took it like a champ.
But yeah, she took it like a champ. It was just the media making a big deal out of it. And content creators
making a big deal out of it.
Acting like it was a race issue.
It's a race issue.
That all the black girls hated Caitlin Clark, yet they got white teammates that they get along with.
Wow. You mean to tell me there's other white girls in the WNBA and y'all get along with them, but this one particular one that played for the Fever, y'all don't like her?
And all of a sudden that just means that all the black girls don't like all the white women in the league because they don't.
What slapped Sabrina then? You feel what I'm saying? Go slap Breonna Stewart. Do that. You feel what I'm saying? It's other white girls that just as good as Caitlin Clark. Y'all ain't got a problem with them. Y'all ain't got a problem with them. But y'all got a problem with Caitlin Clark. Was it the hype train coming out of college that y'all didn't like? I mean, she is like a female. She is like the female version of Steph Curry right now.
Yeah. I mean, I like Ionescu better, but whatever.
I like Sabrina too, you know what I'm saying? And Kobe liked Sabrina.
She was doing it first. So,
yeah, she was doing that first. She went against Steph in the 3-point shootout, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's other Caucasian women in the WNBA that just as good as Caitlin Clark.
Kelsey Plum.
me and Lil Dog just talking about Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, she just went off the other night. Yeah, but I don't see nobody making no issue out of Kelsey Plum
no issue.
or Sue Bird or Breonna Stewart, like
Taurasi.
Yeah, Taurasi. So it's like that's just an Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing.
But
that's all it is.
But the thing I'm saying with the nigga shit is that it's all fun and game when Angel Reese is strutting her shit.
Yeah.
It's all fun and game when Angel Reese can body somebody and talk shit behind it. It's a problem when Angel Reese get it back. Nigga shit. You feel what I'm saying? When shit don't go your way, somebody got to come save you. But the whole time, when you doing what you want to do, when you doing what you want to do and having your way on the court and everything, is all fun and game. But then when somebody bite back, I need you to come save me.
Of course.
I need you to come save me.
Of course.
What part of the game is that?
I mean, I don't know. That happens all the time. I mean, I think Grayson Allen is a villain, but he always whining and crying too. And he just don't cry to the media, but he be whining and crying on the court.
And we've seen Grayson Allen tripping, folks, when he don't get his way.
So, Dylan Brooks, another quote unquote villain. Draymond Green be trying to do, damage control, talking about he ain't a bad guy. Like we don't see the foolishness.
But you do foolishness.
So.
But you're not a bad guy.
All the villains whine. So
they painted me as an angry black man, but you kicking niggas in the nuts.
Yeah, they all the villains whine. Don't even matter the color. They whine.
They whine. And you're right. Now we came up when Bill
Don't
Lane Brewer was a villain.
whole thug on the court.
Bill Lane Brewer was a villain. I ain't heard him cry not damn time.
The only difference between all that is this and today's climate, it's a race issue. That's all. They've turned this into a race issue with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I don't mind the hard fouls. It's basketball. That's part of the game. But
It's part of the game. But you flopped after you getting a common foul, a basketball play. You flopped and then want to bark at Caitlin Clark, and then turn around and say, "Oh, they slinging racial taunts at me," when they did their investigation and found that wasn't nothing said.
I don't know nothing about all that part.
Oh, it's been going around. You know what I'm
Once
saying?
once the media got a hold of it and started talking about it, I tuned all the way out.
Oh yeah, and the same motherfuckers that were sitting around there talking about what happened. Get what happened? They found that wasn't nothing said.
I don't even
There wasn't nothing said.
once sports media get to talking about it and then mainstream media get to talking about it, I tune out because it's just gonna be a bunch of foolishness. That's all. I tuned all the way out. I really clicked on it because I seen the term black fatigue, and I'm so sick of hearing this term black fatigue because they just gonna run this shit into the ground like they did woke, the term woke, and
But
they misuse it.
so what's your definition of black fatigue?
Black fatigue has always been about black folks being fatigued with whatever's going on economically, socially, you know, I guess racial or whatever the case may be. Black fatigue has never been, I'm tired of seeing black people shit because at the end of the day, the other motherfuckers got a whole big ass head start on nigga shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've been saying that.
So,
And like the other races been on nigga shit before we been on nigga shit.
right. So
But to me,
that
go
you
ahead.
know, they just took the term black fatigue and then they turned it into some shit that it wasn't what it wasn't meant to be. Because like I said, they took the term woke and now they didn't turned it into some dumb shit. The way they use woke ain't even the way we used to use woke.
Yeah, because when we used to use, and I wasn't even one of them guys using the word woke. I was like, man, I got knowledge. I know what's going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know what's going on. I play the game like I don't know, but when I'm in my house and your other brother, we was on that type of shit when we were little boys. It's like we know what's going on, but a lot of people weren't ready for them conversations.
And that's what being woke was. Now it's turned into, some political, it's some political shit now, basically. You
Yeah,
got the woke. Yeah. So
and
and
it's
that,
like, go ahead.
and that's what they're doing with black fatigue. They're doing the same thing with black fatigue. You know. They could
And go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead, go
Nah,
ahead, go ahead.
I'm trying to get this money sent to your nephew.
But yeah, so yeah, that black fatigue shit, like that's just silly to me.
It really is. It really is, cause it's like the way they using it is when I hear some black content creators, the black fatigue is you tired of nigga shit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't and them the worst because you ain't tired of nigga shit because that nigga shit lying in your pockets.
And that's why you like the tomfoolery, you like the bullshit.
That
You
bullshit get you
know
paid.
that bullshit get you paid. So the ones that be talking about this shit ain't no different from the ones that commit the acts.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I just
right,
so happen to be one of them individuals. It's like I don't
right.
give a fuck. I'm
But
gonna say
but
what I
since
want to say.
but since we on the topic of nigga shit, them same motherfuckers, black content creators that do all this shit as far as black fatigue. Where was your ass at on January 6th? Because your ass was mighty quiet. Now that was definitely some nigga shit.
Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to
All
be
that
found.
all black fatigue is now is just a term used to attack black people. That's just really what it is.
And I believe that. I believe that. But what I'm saying right now is nigga shit that we see.
Right,
That's nigga shit. You know
right.
what I'm saying? What Angel Reese be doing with Caitlin Clark is nigga shit. And this is it. See, that's how I'm looking at quote unquote black fatigue is you want to be this dominant force until you ain't the dominant force. You want to be with the nigga shit until you can't be with the nigga shit. And then when you can't be with the nigga shit, then you want to cry, I can't be me. It's racism. They try to stop this. They try to stop this. And like, no, it's like it's a place and time for nigga shit.
Always.
It's always a place and time for nigga shit. But it's blatant that you using nigga shit to try to win in the court of public opinion. And like just with injuries, any little time you and Caitlin Clark go up against each other, it's always something for this quote unquote rivalry. That's really not a rivalry because one player is good, the other one ain't.
Yeah.
One player good, the other one ain't. In order for it to be a real rivalry, both of y'all got to be dominant. Only one of them is.
Not true.
All right, break it down to it. Break it down to it.
Ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns considered a rivalry? Stop me when I'm wrong. I mean, I should be done right there, right?
I'm listening. Go figure.
You know, the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers a rivalry, right?
I mean, the Packers and the Bears, and I'm
I'm just
listening.
saying the Harlem Globetrotters and the Washington Generals a rivalry, right?
I ain't gonna consider that no rivalry. I ain't gonna consider that no rivalry. The General to win once every 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I ain't gonna call that no
so it's been
rivalry.
plenty of times. It's been somebody really good and somebody really bad. It's a rivalry.
But
I mean,
is it going to last?
it's gonna last as long as Andrew Reese and Caden Clark wanted to last. Yeah, they'll probably be on the Olympic team next year together. They'll probably end
But
then.
is it really a basketball rivalry?
Uh, I think it started off one. I even think in college it was a basketball rivalry.
Okay, so if we gonna stick to just basketball, why is it that every time he get to barking, it has nothing to do with basketball?
I mean, I don't know. What she be barking about is the shit I see on social media. So I don't know. Maybe she should get her ass off social media.
Or get out and quit playing basketball?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
I mean, it's on you because it's the ball in your court.
So
No pun intended, but
she
hey,
just,
because if she quit playing basketball right now, she got brand deals. She still gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? She gonna make it. Folks gonna give her money because how she look. You know what I'm
she, all
saying?
right,
Folks gonna
she should play basketball.
okay. Now, if you want to play basketball, better your craft.
I mean, I don't know. I seen her all season working. I don't know.
Lisa Ledley wanted to give you some help to work on your game because you a post player just like Lisa Ledley. And
I
I
seen her
watched
work.
Lisa.
I seen her work on a jump shot instead.
You not a jump shooter.
So, I mean, it ain't no difference than the big men in the men league stepping away from the paint shooting threes now. So I mean,
TC, I get I talked to the little dog with his partner about that because I said I don't take no away from their skill set, but every nigga can't shoot 3-pointers.
of course. But
Everybody can't shoot 3-pointers, but everybody want to take 7, 8 3-pointers a game.
well, you blame analytics for that.
I like analytics,
I don't.
but I like analytics when it makes sense. I ain't been sit up here and tell my team, hey, anytime you get the ball, man, just pull up.
I mean, ain't that what we watching?
That's what I'm watching. And then
That's
it
what we
went,
watching.
okay, now watch this. When it look good, fine. You blowing folks out the water. But when you bricking, what it look like? Some trash.
Yeah.
But you
Most of these
keep
teams,
shooting them.
yeah, because they don't have a plan B. Because who can shoot a midi now? Nobody. Can't nobody shoot no
Nobody.
damn midi. It's what 400 players in the league.
Maybe DeRozan.
It's 400 players in the league, and I could think maybe 10 players that can shoot middies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the mid range is a lost art form. You might well step back, couple more feet, shoot a 3-pointer, but you ain't accurate.
So who we got? You said DeRozan,
DeRozan,
Kawhi,
yeah,
KD,
yeah, he still shoot the midi,
Kyrie,
yeah,
Shea.
yeah.
Uh, so you can get foggy after that.
That's what I'm saying. Because
And get
everybody
shaky
wanted,
after that.
everybody want to shoot 3-pointers.
And you still got 300 some more players in the league.
Everybody want to shoot them.
Yeah. I'm
I
trying to think
watch,
who else shoot middies. Maybe Paul George. It ain't that many. It might
man.
be
I can sit
10.
here. I can sit here and watch a greedy game, and I love Triple J. I love Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. had no business shooting 3-pointers. Jaren Jackson Jr. had no business shooting 3-pointers. I love Jaren Jackson to death. He had no business shooting 3-pointers, but he's shooting about 5-6 of them a game. 5-6 of them a game. So going back,
He need to make 2 of them.
and then they be happy with it. You make 2. They happy with the 2.
That's 40%. That make him elite at 3-pointers.
But
40% of
but bro,
that
you
makes him
can't
an elite
shoot.
shooter.
You can't shoot.
Oh, he need to make 2 out of 5. That's 40%. That puts him toward the top of the league.
You can't shoot. What going on?
What up? What up? What up?
What's up, Auntie? What going on, man? Long time no hear, bro.
Yeah, I had to get away from YouTube. Well, not really away from YouTube, but it's the most wonderful time of the year, playoffs. So I hear y'all talking about it. I wanted to jump in on that. What's up?
Okay, so I'm talking about black fatigue. And my definition of black fatigue is nigga shit.
Mm.
It's nigga shit. And I'm going down the list of what I've been seeing over the past couple weeks. I'm starting out with Angel Reese and her nigga shit. Do you see the nigga shit she do when her and Caitlin Clark play against each other?
Mm. Mm.
So am I wrong for saying she be on nigga shit?
I mean, you're not wrong for saying it. It's just no different than what any other player does. So I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I see the same shit Draymond Green does. Like when it comes to that shit, when they building a brand now, like they doing whatever they can to get eyes. Like that league is just lucky to have any eyes on them.
Right.
Angel Reese is a specific, like she's a big personality and all of that other stuff. So
Polarizing.
that's all I'm saying. So
He polarizing.
you better off being the villain in the story than to not even be in the story. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. You know what I'm saying?
Now I can agree with that, Ant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're gonna be the villain, you can't cry when you can't be the villain. You can't cry when things don't go your way, right or
I
wrong.
mean, but that's what villains do, though.
No. Agreed. No, he's right. He's right. You can't be the villain and the victim at the same time. You gotta
But
embrace
villains
it.
cry
So
all the time.
no. Just notice that. Like, okay, Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green. The list goes on and on. When them people get them villain roles or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the villain monikers, you gotta embrace that. You just gotta be that. Like for real. You know, Charles
Yeah.
Barkley was the villain at one point. You know,
Well,
the
today's
bad
villains
guy
don't
when
do
he
that.
was playing, huh?
Today's
Nah,
villains
but
fuck.
nowadays it's like cool to be a victim. It's just you can't be both. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
want to
That's
be
why it
both.
looks stupid. It looks stupid because you was the villain a minute ago. You was taunting old girl when y'all was in college. You was playing the championship game. You can't see me. All of that stuff.
I mean,
You was taunting her when old girl hip checked her to the ground, talking about yeah. And then when you get knocked to the ground, which let's keep it real, you just threw yourself at the ground. Now all of a sudden it's foul play. So I get where you coming from, big dog. I don't know if that's black fatigue. I don't really know what the fuck black fatigue is. I see it come up in a lot of titles. I don't know what that shit means. If you can
Yeah,
explain to me what that shit's
and
supposed to
and
mean.
and like this my real brother that's up here. You know what I'm saying? And he was, I'm saying just like when I hear black fatigue, I'm hearing nigga shit. That's what I
Mm.
hear. It's like I get tired of us want to be gang bangers and dope, but we want to be all the worst shit at all the wrong times, and then when we get called out for, we gotta play victim. That's how I say nigga shit.
All right. Because I ain't never seen no straight up definition. I thought what black fatigue would be, just looking at the word, I thought that meant like white folks are just sick of everything getting racialized.
And see, that what my
Like,
brother was, and that what
yeah.
my brother was just saying is like the definition he was giving me was one thing, but it's so many different other definitions for it. I'm just going off the definition
So
that I'm looking at.
so the term black fatigue, what I had
Mm,
always seen it as was just black people being tired of economic, social issues going on in America, right?
mhm.
And now what has happened is just like they did the term woke, they're doing the same thing with black fatigue. Now they use black fatigue as an attack on black people because you see Angel Reese do something. You see,
Is that what it's supposed to be though? Is it supposed to be like them folks are just sick of everything getting racialized?
it was it
Or
was
so they
it was
say.
never it was never about even white people having an opinion on it. It was how black people felt.
Okay.
And
Is that
now
what
it's
it's supposed
turned
to be about
into
now?
now they use it as like an attack on black people.
I mean, hmm.
Because I mean, like I was telling my brother, we talking about nigga shit, but the biggest nigga shit I ever seen happen on January 6th.
I mean, I'm gonna say like if it's an issue with everything being racialized, like the whole Caitlin Clark Angel Reese thing, when everybody try to racialize that, I'm like that's stupid. But I even see a lot of the women players, you know what I'm saying, ex players. I see Cheryl Swoops, a lot of them bringing that up, and I'm like, it's really not that deep. It's not that deep at all. You know what I'm saying? These chicks play different positions. Their careers are gonna forever be aligned because of the draft class and them going through what they went through in college and all of them things. Their careers are just gonna forever be aligned until they end up on the same team or some shit, on some Magic Bird type shit. It's just
That'll be
gonna
the
happen.
Olympics. They'll
LeBron,
be playing
Carmelo.
together on the
I'm
Olympics.
I'm just saying it's just gonna be like that because of the timing and how you're trying to grow the league and everything. So it's not a black girl, white girl thing. Like you know what I'm saying, and I know like the casual fan is gonna be like, okay, Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese, which she is, but you're comparing point totals, and Angel Reese ain't no scorer. She's a rebounder. So she's a rebounder, very few post moves and everything. So she's just gonna have a different stat sheet than Caitlin Clark gonna have. It just is what it is. You're not gonna see her
Hmm.
putting up 30 points a game and
Nope.
and 10, 12 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't play
Nope.
like that. You know, that's not her position.
She gonna rebound the
But
ball, block shots. That's what she
but
gonna do.
the casual fan don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? If she might put up 12 and 13, 12 and 12 on a consistent night, and that'll get her on an all-star team. Like she's still a great player at doing that. But the casual fan don't see that. Oh, she only scored 12 points. She didn't do nothing. You
See
know,
that,
so
Hmm.
and see what you saying, Auntie, is what I've always said about Angel Reese is like I need that on my team. What she bring,
yeah, yeah,
I need that. I
yeah.
wouldn't have a problem with her being on my team. Now, is you gonna be the scorer Caitlin Clark is? No, hell no. You're far from that. But you're tough. You're gonna get them rebounds. I need that. Them
Yep.
extra possessions. Them
Well, I
extra
always say
Motor.
that.
possessions.
I'm like championship. You've seen plenty of teams win championships without players like Caitlin Clark on them. You've never seen teams win championships without a player like Angel Reese on
Yep. Angel Reese, she
them.
got a motor.
It's that simple. You know what
She
I'm
got a
saying?
motor. She get on them
Teams
boards,
can
man.
win titles without 30-point a night scorers.
Facts. The
That's
Detroit
true.
Pistons did it.
They do it. They do it all the time.
They do it
Yeah.
all the time. But like I said, with her is the extra shit that go along with the so-called rivalry between her and Caitlin Clark is like you want to be the villain, be the villain. The villain don't get the happy ending.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The
Well,
villain got
no, this is real life. The villains do get the happy ending in real
Do.
life and in America and in sports because the villain can become the hero that fast. Everybody flips on a winner.
Hmm.
Everybody will flip for a winner,
it,
bro.
you know what?
Everybody loves a winner.
Now you say that because they're just like with the Patriots when they were winning all them Super
Yeah.
Bowls, and all of a sudden you don't like Tom Brady no more. You
Yeah, I mean,
want to see them
everybody
fall.
wanted to see him lose, but when he retires, like, oh, that's the GOAT. That is what it is. You know, it got to the
Yeah,
point where a lot of people wanted to see the Chicago Bulls lose. Even if you
yeah,
was a Jordan fan, it's like, damn, when the fuck y'all gonna finally
yeah.
lose? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
That's just like the past Super Bowl when the Chiefs and
yeah.
Eagles they were like, well, we don't want to see no three-peat. We want to see the
That,
Eagles
that
beat the
not,
Kansas
not,
City.
I think we kind of just like those of us, especially the old heads, was just like, man, like a three-peat is reserved for certain types of teams, and y'all ain't it. Like y'all ain't it. Like we done seen stuff over the course of history, and y'all just ain't one of them three-peating teams.
I wanted
Like,
them to
look,
get a three
yeah,
P.
y'all are good enough to win 3 and 4 years or something on like the Dallas Cowboys did, but y'all are not like good enough to win like three in a row. Like you're just not. Y'all are not that type of team. You
Okay,
know?
so overall, like I was, I'm going piece by piece with different people that I've seen over the past couple weeks. So can we say that Angel Reese nigga shit is just more drama than anything else?
No, it's just typical. I want to say feminist, but not. I mean, it's just typical. Like, yo, you want to be the tough one all of the time. You want to be tough, but you still want to be soft. But you still want to be the villain, and you want to be the victim too. You're gonna have to make up your mind and pick a side. A lot of these chicks just do that shit, and that's the first thing that they do is they. You know, what I'm saying? She said that she posts the thirst traps on IG. She
Right,
posts the thirst traps on IG and then come out and say, "I've been sexualized," and start crying. It's like you sexualized yourself.
right,
Like
right,
you
right.
sexualized yourself. Like what are you talking about? Like you did all of this stuff. Oh, they're saying all types of things about me. They're calling me the villain. You taunted their girl in the championship game. You know? Some
You
people
asked him
see
to be
that
the
as bad
villain.
sportsmanship.
Yeah,
Like
you
for
asked him to
real.
be the villain.
You
And
know,
then
your
when you get with
casual fan that just tunes in for the Final Four ain't been watching Caitlin Clark all year, seeing her doing it to people. They just see you do it to her
because yeah,
when you
Kayla Clark,
won.
Kayla
Yeah,
Kayla
Clark was
Clark did
doing
it
it too.
first.
Kayla Clark was
she
She
was
doing
did
it
it
doing
too.
it
first.
too, but never did it again. Gilbert Arenas brought that up. Like, never did it again after you did it, because now you the villain. You can have
Right,
that. You can have
right.
that.
But you don't
Yep.
want that jacket though.
That's what I'm saying. Like you did it, and you had already won. So it's like some people will see you as a poor sport. The casual fan will.
Right.
That's just what it is. So I mean, you just like I just say you embrace the role. A lot of people say like she jealous of Caitlin Clark. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe she is a little jealous of the attention she getting. But I'm like, you getting a bunch of attention too. Like you on the front of a damn cereal box. Like for real. Like
But
you going to the Met. Caitlin Clark ain't at the damn Met Gala and getting all of these deals to model all of these clothes, getting invited to all of this stuff and making. I mean, Caitlin Clark is still making bread on the side, but you making bread too compared to the rest of these chicks just playing basketball.
now the one thing I did say, and when you said jealousy, it was like just like you said, off the court, Angel Reese everywhere. Off the court.
Yeah.
On the court, the attention ain't on her in the positive way that it is off the court. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? She could deal with the Instagram, she could deal with the podcast, she could deal with the cereal box. She got all these endorsements and everything. That's fine. But on the court, she's not supreme on the court. Caitlin Clark is. And that bothers her a little bit.
And that's gonna happen too, especially when they gave Caitlin Clark a couple of all stars, put a couple all stars on the team. Vets, gave her a goon squad. That's why she got blown out. She blew out injuries to squad by like 30 the other day.
Right.
That's what Cheryl Sue says. Oh, she got blown out by 30. What do you expect? I was like, yo, she got blown out by 30. You got to eat that. Like that is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean, it looks like some kind of sabotage from the front office with Chicago. But that's what it is. I mean, they fired your head coach. They got rid of a bunch of your role players. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to pay attention. I've been paying attention to the WNBA since its inception, since the
Yeah.
90s. I'm a basketball head like that. So I'm like, I see what they did. And you ain't really supposed to win. So you should be goofing off in these post game interviews. Like, whatever. Ain't nothing but teeth, smiles, whatever. And they're like,
Right.
why can you still stay upbeat? Well, we're gonna see the glasses half full and use this as an opportunity to grow. Like, you got to get some media training. Like, what the fuck, bro? You a professional now. Like, I don't think they understand that shit. Like, that's just part of being a professional. Like, somebody like Draymond Green could choke motherfuckers out, knee people in the nuts, just do all types of crazy shit, wig out, but they still invite that motherfucker on TNT to
Man.
broadcast and all of this other stuff. And we know when he don't play basketball no more, it's going to be seamless. He gonna move right into the booth.
Go
He
right
got
to
his
the
Right into the
own.
booth.
He got
booth.
his own
Right,
podcast.
right on some Shannon Sharp shit, probably bigger. We know that, and this dude is a nut job on the court, but he know
And,
how to play that. He know how to play that character
and just
that
like
that the media gave him.
and just like we said about Charles Barkley was the villain
Yeah,
and moved
but
right into the
they
booth.
knew how to use that. He said that Charles Barkley said it. Y'all right. I'm not a role model. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
I
a
remember
role
that.
model. I can dunk a basketball. So you want me raising your kids? That was
Exactly.
the commercial.
That was the commercial.
Just because I
I'm
can
not a
dunk a
role model.
basketball does not mean I should be raising your kids.
And I went and got a pair of them Barkley soon they drop.
Yeah, yeah, we all had a pair of Barclays, dog. Like for real, those were some of the last like real basketball shoe with some ankle support, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
So
get a mid tops, high tops, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I
Kind of
was
big
just
and heavy, but you still get ankle support. Yep.
okay. So I'm we just gonna chalk Angel Reese up as like she just a crybaby that can't get away all the time. That sound
Yeah,
about right.
yeah. I think she get caught up with social media stuff. These people read social media too
Same
much.
thing I
It,
said.
yeah, if this was a day and age back in the day, they wouldn't even be reading the papers like that. They might get wind of an article here and there, and whatever might have some beef with like one or two writers here and there, but it wouldn't be no whole algorithm. Like it's algorithm like people that built up big channels making bread shitting on you. There are whole algorithms devoted to this in them sports sectors. And
Hmm.
the Angel Reese is the devil and Caitlin Clark is Jesus sectors. Like they got those. The I hate
Yeah.
LeBron James sector. Like they got whole algorithms dedicated to this shit, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're
You know
right.
what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
about to say that. Look at Skip
Like for
Bayless.
real.
Skip Bayless made a whole career in the
I'm talking
2000s
about
on up into
YouTubers.
now.
YouTubers just like me and you just put out a video, like they do a live stream and a pre-record about some
Yeah.
take on LeBron James every damn day and have gotten over a quarter million, half a million, some of them half a million damn subs.
Yeah,
Big
what I'm
boy
Uh,
saying,
channels.
what I'm saying
Off of
is
that algorithm right there, something to shit on LeBron James every day. Something
what
something
I'm
bigging
saying
up
is
Caitlin Clark, just like they did them Trump channels.
hold on. Let me see. Let me see what
mainstream
this
media
is.
created that though. Like you see what I'm saying? If
Mm?
Skip Bayless wasn't doing that to LeBron, it wouldn't be what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who it is? Who it is?
Hey guys, it's Charlie, just a random guy on the internet. Went on YouTube and you guys popped up on my algorithm, so I just thought I would join your conversation.
Oh, okay, because I ain't never seen you before. I don't need, somebody over here trying to show me they Johnson and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying. What you got? What you got going on, bro?
So I no, I was just I clicked on your channel and it talked about Angela Reese and Carmela Anthony examples of black fatigue.
Yeah,
So
we
listen,
talking about.
I'm not a wise guy. I'm not one of those people that actually I am a kind of a troll, but I'm just curious. What are your guys? So you're talking about Angela Reese and Caitlin Clark, correct?
Yeah, Angel Reese. Angel Reese.
Is it an angel?
It's Angel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What you got? Go ahead.
do you want to know what my take on it is?
I'm listening.
So my take on this is that the WNBA is 99% black women, and there's a white woman in the sport that's dominating, and there's a lot of black women that are upset with that.
Okay.
Okay, so let me jump in, right? First of all, your statistics are like way off. Your statistical numbers are just way off. It's not 99% black women, and it's not about just a woman that's in there dominating because Caitlin Clark is not dominating the WNBA. Is she making a whole lot of money? Absolutely. And is there some kind of probably like jealousy, maybe even animosity toward her because she's getting a lot of attention when she ain't won shit? And there have been transcendent female athletes and women players over the since my whole fucking lifetime, and they've never gotten this damn hype. But thank the NIL deals, thank the NCAA and the NIL deals for being able to make people stars before they became pros. That just came up a couple of years ago. That's why you're able to have people like Caitlin Clark. So that's why there's a little bit of animosity, with that. But other than that, make no mistake about it, she's not dominating the damn thing. She's playing extremely well, but she ain't won nothing on the professional level.
Right.
So can I say something that I was watching
Yeah.
earlier from another show?
Go ahead.
I forgot her name. I've been watching like 3 or 4 shows. I really don't care. Women are women. I don't care about your color. You're great. You're bad. Whatever. And you're like, you know what, Charlie? It is what it is. From my understanding, Angel Reese has one of the worst stats in the WNBA with regards to her percentage of three points. She's disastrous.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
she's so superiorly overrated. I saw this host. I think her name was Jamil Hill.
Yeah.
I guess she's a black woman, and I'm not going to
Right.
say African American because we're all Americans. She said that she's going to be remembered as the Michael Jordan of basketball. She's a horrible. Statistically, she's not a solid player. She's
She's not a great
Now,
scorer.
now we
She's
have
not
to
an
jump. Now
efficient
we have to
scorer.
jump in again. You're comparing a scoring point guard, right? When you're talking about Caitlin Clark's numbers, shooting the three, and all of that other stuff, to a power forward that
That plays
rebounds.
defense and plays defense. That's
It's a
my
totally
role.
different position. She plays on the post closer to the rim because her job is to rebound and kick it out to the shooter. Like that's her job. They don't even play the same position. So she's not supposed to shoot threes unless that's part of the team's game plan to spread the floor with their power forward, which it's not part of Chicago's plan. They play from the inside out. So I'm just saying that would be that would be like saying damn Steph Curry is better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because he shot more threes. Like, would you ever say something like that?
Let me ask you this.
Would you? Like, would you say Steph Curry is better than Kareem because Kareem didn't shoot threes?
I'm going to be honest with you. In the big picture of life, when it comes to human beings, sports is kind of irrelevant.
Because he was a 7-foot center that didn't have to shoot threes. He just put the ball in the basket from close to the rim. That was his job.
He on my Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're comparing apples to oranges. I mean, you sound like the casual fan, and it's cool. But casual and no, because you're going based on stories and articles from other people that are just casual fans. No, for real. Like other people that are just casual fans. And I get it, but one thing that a casual fan should never be able to do is analyze a stat sheet. Okay? If you want to mention some crazy ass storyline, that's fine. But analyzing the stat sheet is not your area of expertise. You're a casual fan.
No, you're right. It's not my area.
Yeah, you don't understand the analytics, advanced analytics, or any of that when it comes to stat sheets.
Okay.
You don't even understand positions on a basketball court. You got issues when it comes to this shit.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Caitlin Clark is injured. She's not going to be playing for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Watch how low the ratings go for the WNBA.
Yeah, that happened. You know there was a time back in the 80s when Jordan hurt his leg and he was out for like 6 months or something like that, bro. Shit happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? The guy Jordan actually retired for 2 fucking years and life went on. What do you know? Like shit happens, man.
Let me ask you about
the things people say. Like they think like women's basketball is just gonna fall apart because Caitlin Clark hurt her leg. Like, bro, women's basketball will survive. Somehow, even by a thread on life support like it has been surviving, but still, it'll be fine. It'll be fine for the next 2 weeks.
Let me say this. During our conversation, you are predominantly dominating this conversation.
Yeah, and I should because you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to respect.
If you knew what you were talking about, then it would make sense. Like we let you talk enough. The fact that you came over here and you wanted to have some input regarding these two players, you didn't even know one of them's names, and then you're quoting articles from a Jamil Hill. Like what the hell? Like we know who this chick is, and her takes when it comes to sports mean absolutely nothing. Ask any sports fan, ask any beat writer, ask any athlete, ask anybody. They mean absolutely nothing. And then you brought up statistics to compare the 3-point shooting numbers of a power forward that plays in the low post and rebounds to a prolific scorer from the perimeter. It makes no sense whatsoever. You don't know what you're talking about. You should be listening instead of talking when it comes to this conversation.
Obviously, you're not a black man, correct? You're not black, right? You're not African.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love the way he just went to that. Did you really just run out of shells that fast?
I didn't run out of anything.
How did you run out of shells that fast? You can't shoot a damn thing, bro.
Okay, but you are sounding like
an empty clip. Empty clip. That's what I'm saying. Click, click. You're shooting blanks, bro. You're out, bro. Reload, bro. Go on mute. Google. Google something. Google something. It'll tell you something to throw at me.
You won't give anyone a chance to speak. You
No,
dominate.
I'll give either of the other two gentlemen on the panel. They can speak whenever they want. Go ahead.
Let him say what he got to say to see how much knowledge he really have of the game.
I
Go ahead.
I don't have knowledge. I'm just telling you how.
Clearly. Clearly.
Keep his fucking mouth shut for 2
You just said you don't have any knowledge, bro. Point proven.
I'm being honest. So you open up your mouth and you don't think before you say things. When I open my mouth, I think before I say something.
You don't know what you're talking about. You just admitted that.
No, listen. The WNBA is dead. You have a woman that was brought into the WNBA about 2 or 3 years ago. She was successful. A, she was white. So B, that brought in a lot of white people that attracted them to the WNBA. So I'm going to ask you a
So why
question.
did these white people come around when Breonna Stewart was balling?
Tell you why.
Or Lauren Jackson. Or Katie
Elena Della
Hold on,
Donna.
I got one even better.
Any of those excellent white women players.
Hold on,
bro.
watch this.
Like this is crazy. Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi. Like come on,
watch
bro.
this. Where they was at when Rebecca Lobo came in the league?
In the inception of the WNBA.
Rebecca Lobo.
Oh, Kathy Lieberman stood up for an NBA game. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, plenty of great white.
And that's a white
players.
woman. She suited up for an NBA game.
You sound like Gilligan from Gilligan's.
You didn't know that, did you?
Across as a hardcore.
Yeah, bro. It's all good.
No. Here's exactly what it is. We want people in sports, regardless of their color, to conduct themselves in a professional way. Angel or Angel or whatever name you want to call her, she comes across as a street hoe. That's a fact. She advertises herself on social media. She shows off her butt. She shows off her body. She comes across as a bitch hoe. When you look at Caitlin Clark, she comes across as someone that's kind of dignified. You know, she's kind of conservative. That's what you want. We want anybody, regardless of their skin color, just act respectful. Don't sell your sexuality. Angel's body is amazing. She's got a great, beautiful body, but she flaunts it. She's a loser. She's not going to go anywhere. Her career is going to be dead in 3 or 4 years. She's not going to be a commentator 5 years from now. She is a street hoe ghetto bitch.
You gotta love him.
I guess, but
I don't know what makes her ghetto. I don't know what makes her a street hoe. I don't know none of this stuff. And enlighten me on what makes her a hoe.
When you dress, when you show off your thighs, your butt, when you show your breast, when you flaunt your sexuality,
you don't like breast and thighs?
Yourself as a woman, saying, "Listen, I win some games, I lose some games."
I know plenty of well-dressed hoes.
No. You want her to be an example.
I know plenty of covered up hoes.
I know plenty of covered up hoes.
I know plenty of them.
She comes across as ghetto. You guys know what I'm talking about.
What is ghetto?
Have you ever been to the ghetto? What's ghetto?
What is ghetto?
In her face, and you say one thing wrong to her, she's gonna slap you and beat the F up.
So is most people.
No, not me.
Well, how you know she ghetto? How you know she ghetto? Have you ever been to the ghetto?
Stop. Seriously, come on, guys.
I mean, you on my show telling me to stop. I asked you a question. How you know she ghetto?
When you hear somebody speak, how they talk, you can just tell there's something in their vernacular, something in their voice, the way they present themselves. It's just, I had a conversation with a neighbor of mine, and she's a black woman. I'm not going to call her African American because she's black. She's more American than me. And we talked about black men or black women that use the N-word with their friends. Whenever I hear a black person in a video or on TV using the N-word, I immediately write them off. I write them off as illiterate.
What happens?
Don't use that word. You're better than that. It's a dumb word. Black men and black women are the best, in my opinion. Stop using that word. You can take it for whatever you want. Take it for whatever you want. Don't use that word. Don't use that word.
But you just call Angel Reese together.
Hold on. Don't use that word, or else what?
Or else nothing. I have no control over it.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you have no control over. I'm saying you're saying don't use that word, or else what?
Nothing.
Like,
And there's
what consequences are there for a black man using that word?
no word because it's a word
What
that was
consequences? What consequences are there either imposed by you or by anybody else from using that word? And what makes you think that you're in any position to be able to tell anybody what words they're able to use and not able to use?
Let me ask you this: why can't white people use that word?
Who said you can't use the word?
Because I would never.
Never said you can't use the word. You can use whatever words you want.
No.
You know, you can use whatever words you want. Doesn't mean I'm just gonna allow you to use it with me. But you can use whatever words you want, dog. I don't
Yeah.
police the words coming out of people's mouths. I think that's pretty damn disrespectful from one human being to another to try to police the words coming out of someone's mouth.
What are you going to do to me if I use that word in front of you?
I mean, it's not my show. I'm not going to share panel space with you. I'll probably turn my mic up even louder and make sure you don't get another word out.
Hold up, Charlie. You want to use the word?
Go ahead.
You want to use it?
No, I don't want to use it.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the big deal? You
What's
just
wrong?
don't want to use it.
Have you ever used the word, Charlie?
I said it once when I was 11 years old.
Huh?
I said it once when I was 11 years old.
Did it make you feel good when you said it?
Yeah, well, but if any white person could ever use that word, might have been the only white person that could use that word. But no.
So what made you say it?
You use it. Well, why would you use that word under what circumstances?
What made you say it when you said it? What made you say it? Oh, crickets. Let me get some.
I got one even better for you. What made you never say it again after you said it?
No, I didn't say no.
What made you never say it again since you were 11?
No. Listen. I grew up around lots of blacks.
Somebody knocked the shit out of you?
Somebody slapped shit out of you.
I'm curious.
I beat the shit out of people. I beat bullies.
I'm curious. What made
you beat that motherfucker that beat your ass?
Hey, let me ask you.
Can
I ask you guys a question?
Go ahead.
If the person I used that word to sexually molested me, what would your thoughts be about that?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
There you go. Dingo, Ringo. What's that guy in Roots? What was that? Kunta Kinte. Go F yourself. Listen to me. So I don't use the word. Don't use the word. It's a horrible word.
Well, I'm gonna use it.
No, okay, you can use it.
No, I mean, I'm going to use any word that I choose to. I could care less what this Caucasian individual tells me I should say and not say. Like who the fuck is he? Like that's what I'm saying. You think you have the right to police the vocabulary
And
of other
this
human beings?
is black. This is what black fatigue really is, right here.
He really just said that shit. Like, don't use that word.
This is what black fatigue really is. There you go, big dog. Your prime example of black fatigue.
Hey, can I ask you
there you go. Right there.
Can I ask you a question?
That motherfucker would like literally click your link, come on your panel, which is the virtual equivalent of coming into your home and telling you what words not to say. Like, who the fuck does this motherfucker think he is? Like, for real, dude.
Black fatigue.
You know what I'm saying? Like the nerve, the unmitigated gall of these motherfuckers, bro. And they don't even see it. They're like, that's like some standard shit to them. I'm just gonna come and tell you motherfuckers how to talk.
There
Like,
you go.
the fuck
Right
out of here, bro.
Prime example in your face.
The nerve. Like, for real. This is the fucking nerve, bro.
I mean, Charlie,
why do you think he's not black? Why do you think he's not black?
He sounds whiter than Richie Cunningham from Fonzie from Happy Days.
So how is he supposed to sound?
Did you understand the dialect of English that I was using? Did you understand me? As long as you understood what I was saying, then that's mission accomplished.
I'm just trying to figure out what black people supposed to sound like.
They're definitely not supposed to speak proper English.
Hey, Charlie,
we're not supposed to do that.
You need to speak up a little bit. You're fading out, Charlie. You fading out, Charlie. You need to speak up.
Are both of your parents black?
Who you talking
What the
to?
fuck kind of question is that?
It's just a question. Are both of your parents black?
I
You
mean,
talking
it's
to me
really
or you
none of
talking
your
to my
business,
partner
but
in
yes,
T or you talking to
both
my
both
brother? Who you
both
talking to?
both of my parents are black.
No, they're not. No.
That's some hilarious shit, bro.
One
He just said
one
that to me.
has a good tan. One of your parents goes to Florida and sits on the beach and tans really well.
Charlie, you want to call one of us a nigger, Charlie?
A what?
You want to call one of us a nigger?
Nah, you have you ever lost a war of words with a black man? Because I think you're taking it personally right now.
Hey, listen,
Like for
listen,
real, I think you want to throw a fucking temper tantrum right now.
That's why I'm asking you. You want to say nigger?
Can I ask you guys a question as black man? I'm very serious.
You gonna cry in the car?
I'm very serious. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, bro.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Go ahead, Charlie.
First of all, I respect you. You
The
guys
fuck is this? Some kind of case study or some shit? Can
I'm
I ask
trying to
you a
figure
question?
out.
What are you taking notes?
You won't let me finish. You won't.
Oh,
So here's my question to you. Do you think that most, when you go, like, let's say you go to like a white, so-called white suburban neighborhood, you walk into Target, you walk into like a Trader Joe's, you walk into whatever, and there's like 99% of people are white and you're black. Do you think a lot of those white people look at you, or those Asian people, or those Mormon people, those Jewish people? Do you think that they single you out and look at you?
No, no. Let me ask you a question. Why would I go to a suburban white neighborhood and go into a Trader Joe's?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would I?
Because you're entitled to go where you want.
But why the fuck would I want to? Like, what reasoning would I
Hold
have
on now.
if I
I don't
don't
like
live
going to
in
Trader
that neighborhood?
Joe's.
No, I'm saying if I don't live in that if I don't live in that neighborhood, if I don't live in that
Yeah.
neighborhood,
Why would you go out of your way?
why the hell would I want to be in a neighborhood I don't even live in with around a bunch of people that I don't know?
Really?
I'm asking you, why the fuck would I even want that?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you explore different neighborhoods? Why wouldn't you?
I'm pretty sure anything that I would want from Trader Joe's is available either in my own neighborhood or on fucking Amazon.
You
I
don't
like
get
going to Trader Joe's.
I get it. And I'm pretty sure there's a Trader Joe's like within your vicinity where you don't have to go across town into some suburban white neighborhood that you don't even fucking live in to go to one. So
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. He's saying dumb shit. So I'm trying to get some context to his question.
Now I'm like, I mean, I go to Target, bro. It's not that hard to go to Target.
No, but he's talking about when it's nothing but a bunch of white people. How do we feel? It's like, why the hell would we go out of our way to go into places where it's a bunch of white people that we don't know? Why would we go out of our way to be in those places?
I don't go out of my way to go anywhere, regardless of the race of people.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
I'm not sure what neighborhood you live in. I'm just asking you.
I'm just saying, if I go anywhere, I got a reason to be there. And you're talking about Trader Joe's. I don't understand that. What maybe you should have used another analogy, like maybe the workplace. I don't know. You know, us black people do have jobs. Sometimes, like we go to work and stuff like that. You can talk about maybe school functions for our children, sporting events. You know, shit like that would make sense. But Trader Joe's in a white suburban neighborhood, like that's just a dumb analogy, bro, because it doesn't
Okay,
make
so
sense.
let me put it into.
You know what I'm saying?
When you go into Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, or you go into the Waffle House, and it's only white people, do you ever feel that you're not welcome, or that people are looking at you, or you're self-conscious, or do you
I
always
don't
feel
care.
comfortable?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
I've never. I don't. Nah. Yeah, I
I don't
wouldn't care.
care. I wouldn't care.
What I supposed to feel? I supposed to feel some type of way because there's a lot of white people in the Waffle House. They try to eat a waffle.
No, but I'm just saying, do you ever
And Roscoe's is pretty good. I've been there twice.
All I'm saying is like how I'm supposed to feel. Like what the fuck?
I think that a lot of people that aren't black, whether they're Methodist, Baptist, Episcopalians, Mormons, Jews, Christians, Armenians, Iranians, when they encounter blacks, some of them are a little apprehensive. They're very cautious. I'm just being honest with you.
Okay. All right.
All right, and I'm gonna repeat what the other brother just said. Like, what if we told you, and this is probably news to you, most of us just don't give a shit. And you
I
probably
didn't
didn't
know.
know that. You probably didn't know that shit. You probably thought like a lot of us care because you be seeing people marching in the streets and crying on fucking news
You're
networks
not.
and shit.
You're
But
not.
but 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 most of us really don't give a fuck what you think.
You're whiter than me. You're
I'm
not
just
black.
letting you know.
You're not black. You're not. You're whiter than me. So
Yeah,
I
you're
want
right.
to. I'm gonna get real.
I'm as white as snow.
Why do you keep calling this man white, bruh?
It's all good.
I guarantee you.
Because I don't give a shit what he thinks. So that's not normal. That's not standard for most of the black men that he's spoken to. Most black men that he's spoken to probably give a fuck what he thinks. Probably want him to like them. I personally don't give a fuck.
Why would a black man?
I don't need a hug from a white man to be validated. This motherfucker thinks that we do.
No, I don't think that.
So
You're
what do
asking
you?
me dumbass questions about how I feel in a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles full of white folks. And when we
That
tell
would
you
be
we don't
odd.
give a shit, you're like, yo, that doesn't make sense. Fuck, I don't give a fuck what you think or how you look at me when I go to get a meal one time. I give a shit whether or not these people done spit in my food or not. That's about it. Ain't worried about the other patrons in that motherfucker that got to pay for their food just like I do. What kind of shit is that?
Whenever I go to any restaurant, regardless of the color, I'm always worried that they're going to spit in my food. I rarely eat out. When I walk into a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant, and they're between 16 years of age and 19 years of age, sometimes I'll look around like, I'm going to walk away. I have no clue what they're going to do to my food, regardless of their
Is it
Okay,
because,
so
is it
what
because
is
of
that?
the age or the color or the person?
Well,
No, black people, in my opinion,
what I'm saying is what he just stated says that, hey, maybe we ain't that different when we go into a restaurant. You just said it yourself. You concerned with the same shit I'm concerned with, whether or not somebody gonna spit in my damn food.
can I say
So
something?
what makes you think
Somebody
that
talk.
my concern is this? Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking ass up, bro. You behind enemy lines. Shut up till a motherfucker give you permission to speak, bitch.
Talking white
You
cracker.
bitch
Talking
ass
white
motherfucker. Shut up. Shut
cracker.
up. Shut up. Shut up.
Listen
Shut
to
up. Speak when spoken to, motherfucker.
We got white on white crime in here.
You know?
That would have been like I think Auntie
He's
went in
a
that
bitch,
shit.
dog. I would bitch slap this motherfucker in real life. You probably outweigh me by like 50, 60 pounds. I bitch slap the shit out of you. Shut
As soon
up.
as we start talking about Caitlin Clark,
Shut up. Nah, man. Cause this motherfucker behind enemy lines, bro, and you gotta tell him that
told you,
shit, man. He
Caitlin
came
Clark
up here to
fan.
derail a conversation. You gotta make sure these motherfuckers feel real uncomfortable when they do that shit. Might give a fuck what you got to say.
Man,
So shut the fuck up and wait until somebody
see?
gives you permission to speak,
See what I
nigga.
tell you, big dog? Caitlin Clark
And I
fan.
said it. The fuck are you gonna do?
And black fatigue.
Hey.
You're not black.
Punk motherfucker.
It's two
You
white
know?
guys arguing with each other right now.
Yeah, it's two white guys arguing with each other. I guess. I guess he keep calling Auntie white, but I don't know where you get that from. But yeah,
He's not black.
Man, this motherfucker's a bitch, man. I wanna know, bro. Where is the alt-right channel and why the fuck are you not there? Have you been rejected?
There's not a black man in this room that thinks you're
Like,
black.
why the fuck? What the fuck made you pick this one?
And let me ask you, to the fellow
I'm
black
pretty
men,
sure there's a bunch of different live streams right now calling Angel Reese ghetto and Caitlin Clark God and all of that other shit, motherfucker. Why the fuck are you here?
there's not one person in this room that thinks you're black. Trust
Are
me,
you
they
here to
I
infiltrate?
think he black.
Are you
I think
here
he
to
black.
derail?
I know he black.
I think he black too.
I ain't gotta prove that shit to this motherfucker, man.
don't even know what collard greens are. If you put a collard green, he's like, is that broccoli? Is
Hey
that broccoli?
I
Charlie,
don't know.
Shit. Let me ask you a
Charlie,
question.
is you gonna move the conversation along? Because it sounds like you want to call us some niggas. Just say it so I can go and boot your ass off the channel.
I'm never gonna say that. I would
Go
never
on, say it.
No. Because it's
Well,
not
quit playing around, bro. We talking about shit. You want to derail the shit, and you calling my partner a white boy when I know he's not a white boy. Get
Let
to
me
the
ask
shit.
you, man. Because he called old girl ghetto. Have you ever lived in a ghetto?
Dude, you sound whiter than Donald
Have
Trump.
you ever lived in a ghetto, bitch?
What am I missing? This guy is not
Punk.
black.
Answer the question, Charlie. Have you ever lived in the ghetto?
I lived like 4 blocks away from Martin Luther King.
Just not the ghetto, nigga. You stay around the corner from the ghetto. You not in the ghetto.
It's about Luther King Drive everywhere.
Have you literally stayed in the ghetto?
I mean, yeah.
No.
Fuck, if you got to think about it, the answer is no.
Well, no, I lived in like a group home or a children's home in like East
Oh, you're just a troubled
You
person.
was an orphan.
Yeah, you just got issues.
Yeah.
If you're a chick, you don't have issues if you don't have parents. You just have to step out.
Is that what
So you lived in a children's prison?
No, not a children's prison.
That's not the ghetto. That's a
That's not the
child.
ghetto.
Yeah, that's a children's prison or orphanage or whatever the fuck, a group home.
Hey, can you maybe stop talking for 1 minute and let other people talk?
But
I'll
you
let
ain't
other
talking
people
about
talk. I
shit,
just
though.
ain't gonna let you talk, you bitch. Punk.
You
Pussy.
guys about this white on white crime need to stop.
And this is white on white fighting right now. This guy's not black. I miss him.
He's not.
He not.
Who said he's not? Who said he's not?
I'll call him every name in the motherfucking book. Yo,
He's
so
not.
whatever. So just like, hey, just like TikTok say, hey, we know what you want to say, so you might as well just say it, man, so we can get you the fuck up out of here, man.
Keep on
You
thinking I
bitch.
want this word.
For real.
I would never say that word.
Quit being a bitch.
Yeah, quit being a bitch and say it. Shit.
Listen,
Say what's on your mind.
Here's my thing. I think if I was a black man or a black woman, I would probably.
Well, guess what? You're not, so stop thinking so much.
You got listen to me, cracker. Let me talk for a second.
Would you call him a cracker?
Yeah.
You called you a cracker?
If I was a black man or a black woman, motherfucker, you're not. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
This guy is wider than the Santa
You're
Claus.
not. You've never been, and you never will be.
Why are you infiltrating this room?
Why are you infiltrating? That's what you're here for, right? To infiltrate, derail,
You're like juicy
troll, right?
You are
He did admit he was a troll.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did say you was a troll, so you really up here fucking with us, ain't it?
Okay.
Do y'all want this nigga to be up here any much longer?
I think he's just mad because we're not allowing him to control the conversation.
Is that what that is, Charlie? You want to control the conversation?
Absolutely not. I like you. I like you actually.
You know,
Lucky you, bro. He likes you.
I don't like him. And he my brother, so he is my actual brother. I don't
Look,
like him, so.
like he really thinks like validation comes from whether or not black men
Look at that, big
know
dog.
that
You
he
made
likes
it.
them or not. Nobody gives a fuck if you like them or not. Like, bro,
You made it, big dog.
I know they probably taught you that shit in elementary school. Like, yeah, you know, it makes black people feel good if they think you like them. Look, I don't give a fuck. I don't
Big
think
dog
anybody
made
up
it.
here gives a fuck, bro.
what you say, TC? I made it.
You made it, man. You
I
did it.
don't care if this motherfucker like me. Shit.
We on
That's
the
what he
way.
said. I like you, by the way. I like
We
you.
on the
Like, I don't give
way.
a fuck, bro.
I don't care.
We headed to Hollywood. We made it there. We in the dough.
Shit.
We in the dough.
Waiting on him to say nigga so I can go kick his ass up out of here.
Well, he ain't gonna say it.
You guys, maybe we can just change the subject. I'm just gonna like sit back and listen. Maybe I can.
Okay, Charlie. Okay, Charlie. What you want to talk about, Charlie?
No, you guys stop. Let's stop talking about race. Let's have a normal conversation.
Okay. Well,
Black guy. Let's get that white guy that thinks he's black.
Right.
okay, yeah. Okay.
I think he should stop.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stop.
And over here in blackface.
Yeah, and in blackface.
You guys go ahead and talk. Maybe I could just throw my
You want me to knock? You want me to take you off the panel, or you gonna be quiet and let us talk?
I'm gonna be quiet and let you talk.
You gonna be quiet? You want me to put you on mute? You want me to take you down?
I'll be quiet.
You gonna be quiet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got one for you though, Charlie. Carmelo Anthony. What you gotta say about that one?
About who?
Carmelo Anthony. What you gotta say about the Carmelo Anthony case? What you gotta say about that?
Is that the man, that the young kid that killed that other kid? Is that what you're talking about?
Hello.
Yes, sir. That is what he's talking about.
You know what? I really don't know it. I think that if you go to anywhere in life and you have a knife with you, you probably have an intention to do something. I've never in my life walked outside my house and had a knife in my backpack or in my pocket. So if you've got a knife with you, you've probably got an agenda. So if you can say, you know what, maybe he was going to go out and whittle wood. Maybe he was going to like make an owl out of a piece of wood. My gut says that somebody probably failed him. Maybe he had inner anger issues. Because you just don't have a knife with you. So if you can justify it, good for you. I don't know anybody that's having a knife. I've never walked outside my front door with a knife. So it is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can educate me. Do you ever walk outside your front door with a knife in your backpack or your whatever?
Absolutely. Every time I
I,
leave the house, I've got
yeah.
a
I got
blade.
I keep
You know?
I keep a Glock in my pocket when I walk
Yeah,
out.
I mean that goes without saying. But I was a Boy Scout, so I've always had a knife on me. I never had it to cut anybody or anything like that, or even had to threaten to cut anybody. But you just have one just because you know what I'm saying. Boys, like you just learn that shit as a boy. You might have to cut some shit.
Okay, so there you go. There you go. So maybe that'll work. I don't know.
But in Boy Scouts, that was rule number one: always be prepared. So I always had a pocket knife.
Here's the thing. I think where I live, my state, you're allowed to carry a knife that's less than 3 inches long. The blade.
What, you in Texas?
Huh?
You in Texas?
So I'm not sure the length of the blade that he had.
Are you in Texas, motherfucker?
No. So, but if he had like a long knife, like 6 or 7 inches, that means he's a threat to society. He serves no purpose in society. He's got lots of psychological issues. Somebody failed him. So he was basically looking to do something. Now, like you said, if you're a Boy Scout and you carry a knife because you like, I get that. I respect that. But now if he had a knife that was 5, 6, 7 inches long, you got to write him off as a failure in society. He's doomed.
So Charlie, who you think failed him? Since you say something bad, who you think failed him?
I have no clue. I honestly have not followed the case. I saw something online. It's funny. The guy that's representing him, his attorney or the spokesperson, oh man, his record is horrible. I don't remember exactly what it is, but you should Google the guy, his spokesperson. I think I'm not going to misquote this. Be very careful. I think sexual abuse, physical abuse, all these. He's been arrested so many times. You don't want like someone like that in your corner. These are kids. It's like a 16, 17-year-old kid. All right. Somebody failed somebody miserably, and it's not about, in my opinion, I'm not sure what was going through that kid's mind. I don't really know the facts, so I can't speak about it. But I'm telling you right now, if that knife was like a butcher knife, he's failed. Somebody failed him miserably.
Well, since you ain't been keeping up with the story, it wasn't a butcher knife. It was a smaller knife.
Okay.
And he plunged it into his chest and got to his heart.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the story, but it always comes down in this kind of situation. It comes down to race. Listen, I go to World Star Hip Hop. Obviously, you guys have heard of that website, correct? World Star Hip Hop. So I go to World Star Hip Hop and I see horrible things happening to white people.
That makes you a scholar, man.
Hold on. By black people. You never see it on mainstream media. But if the situation was reversed where these white people were violently attacking blacks, it would be everywhere, nonstop. They don't show it. They will never show it because they don't want to put. White people are the most devilish people in the world. These white liberals on CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, they all have an agenda.
White liberals.
They don't care about black people.
Not wrong about.
What about
He's
the white
not. He's not.
conservatives?
Hey, he's not wrong about that.
He ain't
Man.
wrong about that. But what about the white conservatives? They don't mean us no good either.
Let me ask you a question. Do you guys realize that under Joe Biden, I think we can all agree that mentally he kind of wasn't really there. Under his presidency, 20 million people from around the world were allowed to come to this country. I think that if somebody lives in Norway, El Salvador, Peru, Cuba, if they live in a country where they're being killed, We have to welcome this. Here's the deal that most people really they're not that educated on. The reason why Joe Biden, actually the reason why Barack Obama, who controlled Joe Biden while he was president, allowed all these 20 million people in the United States of America, they placed all these people in different states. The more people you have in different states, the more representatives you get. So that means you're going to get more people in Congress to represent that vote. So like let's say in Washington 5 years ago, there were 5 million people in that state. Let's say Washington only had 2 representatives. Now let's say Washington now has 10 million people. They're going to get 5 or 6 more representatives. That means more Democrats are going to be in Congress. They're going to have more votes than Republicans. Most people don't get that. Do you really think for a second that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, do you ever think that they cried like, oh my God, we have to let these people in our country? These people are suffering. They just want the vote. Democrats are evil. Joe Biden is one of the most monstrous racists. Here's something about Trump that most people don't know about. In the 1970s, Donald Trump and his father were sued, I believe, by the state of New York for not renting property to blacks and Mexicans. That's a fact. They settled that lawsuit. So they were discriminating. They were racist towards blacks and Mexicans and other people. But here's something that most people don't know and they will never talk about. Joe Biden's mentor, his name was Strom Thurmond. You can Google it. His name was Strom Thurmond.
I know who Strom Thurmond is.
He was a dragon in the KKK. This was a leader of white supremacy. There are pictures of Strom Thurmond and Joe Biden raising their hands together. This is a monster. There's something that most black people don't know, most Mexicans don't know, most Asians don't know.
But enough of us do know, right? And that's the thing. So even what you just said is that either way, whether you went the side of Biden or you went the side of Trump, you was getting a racist. That's what the fuck you said.
And neither side can be
People that had
trusted.
a history of it. Exactly. So believe it or not, a lot of us do know that shit.
We don't
Or
trust neither
enough
one
of
of
us
y'all. We don't trust neither
do. Yeah.
side. We really don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like they know that shit. Heads I win, tails you lose. And no, we're not picking one.
Obviously, you
You
know
know what I'm
about
saying?
that.
Like for real.
Can you please explain to me what Joe Biden's 1994 crime bill is?
Oh, I know all about that too.
Like we
Okay,
know
explain.
all about that shit.
I want you to explain to me what was this 1994 crime bill? You tell me.
I mean, part of it was the three strike rule, if I'm correct, right?
No.
There were a lot of things in there.
But
Number one, Joe Biden's in particular. Um, it had some serious sentences for crack as opposed to powder.
right.
Some serious sentences for that. It also, it helped to incentivize the states to just incarcerate more folks. It
Right.
on the federal level, so to patrol more, and it actually led to the militarization of police forces in urban neighborhoods. So that crime bill created a lot more problems than it solved.
So in the 1990s, Joe Biden introduced, he's an author, he wrote this bill probably with his assistants. You can go online, it's on YouTube. It's called the 1994 crime bill. And you can see him saying, he shows a quarter, the coin quarter, and he says, if you're caught with this size amount of crack cocaine, it's mandatory that you go to jail for 10 years. Guess who was doing crack cocaine in the 90s? Black people, more than white people. White people that were doing cocaine, slap on their wrist. Joe Biden
Yeah.
sent so many black men and women to prison.
Right.
He destroyed these families. And it's
Now, where were the white conservatives at to fight
They didn't
this?
care. They didn't care. They were probably
Yeah, of
Oh,
course they didn't give a
they still
shit,
don't
bro,
care.
because
They
their
still don't
problem
care.
was being solved. No, hey, I'm gonna tell you, they do care now. No, I'm gonna tell you what you want to know why they care? Because the Hispanic population has now become the majority minority. So what they need is a little bit of help when it comes to that swing. You know what I'm saying? So they doing everything that they can to get everybody with American citizenship, and that includes American black folks to help their asses now that they actually need help. Before they didn't need your help to win. They didn't. And they weren't gonna get it anyway. Now they know they can. So that's the difference. They didn't give a shit then. And also, not only that, your opiate crisis and all of that other stuff, when it was heroin and crack and all of that stuff affecting your neighborhoods, it was a criminal issue. When it was
Right.
affecting black neighborhoods, it was a criminal issue. Now
Right.
that big pharma done got in on that shit, and they got synthetic lab-made damn heroin. Okay, and now that it's an entirely different demographic that's strung out and fucked up over this shit, now it's a treatment issue. It's a medical issue.
Yep.
Miss me with the bullshit.
Okay, let me say one last thing, and I think I got to get off. This is an absolute fact. It's not me making up something. In 1977, Joe Biden was talking about desegregation, specifically integrating.
Which he was not okay with desegregation. He wasn't
Right.
okay with it. He did not want his children living in a jungle, which were his words.
Okay, excellent. Okay, now we can get along. He said he does not want his kids to grow up in a racial jungle. Now think about that. When you think of a jungle, you think of little butterflies and little puppy dogs and little rabbits, or do you think of wild beasts?
Well, you think of zebras with black and white stripes.
No.
Go ahead.
Exactly what he said. He said that. And people still, they don't think about what he said. If you're over 20 years old and you have a racist mentality, and now you're 50, 40, 60, 70, you're still a racist. This is a monster racist. Joe Biden once talked about he talked about when he worked at a summer camp at a swimming pool. And he talked about how all the black kids, the little black children, would come up to him when he was in the pool and they would rub his leg and they would see his little white blonde hair. And they were like fascinated by it. He slipped up and he used the word roaches to describe them. It's out there, but the media never sold that. This is a monster racist. You can go through Hunter Biden's past emails that were released. It's all on his computer. They use the N-word. He used the N-word. He called his father a pig. Here's my last thing I'm going to say. This is an absolute undeniable fact. Joe Biden's daughter, her name is Ashley Biden. She had a lot of substance abuse problems. She was in a rehab facility in Florida. I don't know the city or where it was, but this is the fact. She was there. She admitted it. She left her diary at this rehab facility. 2 drug addicts or cocaine addicts got a hold of her diary. They tried to sell it. She is on voice recording. You can go online saying, I want my diary back. Please give my diary back. In her diary, the FBI confirmed she wrote about Joe Biden, her father, showering nude with her until the age of 13. Nude with her. She wrote about that. She talked about her being sexualized. She asked about her being sexually molested. This guy is a monster predator. He's a racist. And everybody just threw it. They didn't, the media knew this guy was a clown shit. I don't know who was running the White House. I think it was Barack Obama behind the scenes. They're all racist. Do I think Trump is a racist? I think in his past,
All
I
right.
already told you.
So here's the deal with this, right? And I'm gonna say the same thing about a lot of folks that are putting Kamala Harris in the titles and all of that other stuff, bro. That shit is a waste because he's out of office and he's not coming back into office. So they didn't even bother prosecuting him for corruption that they clearly could have because he was so damn old. Same with people dragging Kamala Harris for filth. It's over. And all of these people that done made all of these damn Make America Great Again channels and shit and done built up channels, y'all are screwed too because this dude cannot run again. He's not going to run again. And no, they're not going to make any amendments. And even if they do, you don't want an 84. You're not going to elect an 84-year-old. You'd be a damn fool. You'd be a damn fool.
Hey guys,
Okay.
listen,
So I don't see why you got to bring up Joe Biden and all of that other stuff when he's gone now. That whole administration is supposedly gone, and you got your guy in there now.
You know what I get a kick out of? And you guys all have the same brain. You want to go forward. You don't even want to talk about all the past stuff. It's time to move forward.
Nah, I don't have to, well, bro. We lived it. See, that's the thing. No, that's the thing. See, folks like you. I don't know if I can call you conservative or whatever, or maybe even on the outside looking in. You think that we don't have brains and we didn't see shit that we actually lived through. Like we lived through and we saw it. It actually affected us on a deeper level than it even affected you. The reason why you dealing with the shit now is because you didn't solve your own fucking problem back then. That's why you coming to us for help.
Wait a minute. I could have swore anytime we brought up the past, we were told to get over it. It was in the past.
No.
Now we're getting over it and moving forward. And now I can't believe you guys don't want to look back at what happened in the past.
Real. No, now all of a sudden they want to practice group economics and shit like that. It's like, but we're all American. The same motherfuckers that didn't even want to share a water fountain with your ass.
Right.
Okay, didn't even want to live on the same side of town as you. This motherfucker still said a suburban white neighborhood with a bunch of white. Like, you don't even want to live on the same side of fucking town. Share a damn pool. You don't even want your kids going to the same damn schools. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, bro? Miss me with the bullshit. Your problems are not our problems. And people like, or maybe they are our problems, but guess what? We've been had them damn problems, so ain't nothing new for us. You just dealing with this shit now. Now that somebody done came over and did the same shit to y'all that y'all did to a bunch of other motherfuckers. This has always been an immigrant-friendly nation. That's how the fuck your people got over here. Pillage, plunder, and then y'all made laws to protect the shit you stole.
The
So guess
original
what? Now
illegal
you got,
immigrant.
yeah, now you got a bunch of other motherfuckers coming over here, eating off the laws that you made and eating your shit, eating your lunch right in front of you. Deal with it, motherfucker. All empires fall.
Can I ask
They
you a
all
question?
do.
Can
You
I
know
ask
what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Who sold blacks to whites?
Oh my God, miss me with the bullshit.
White people didn't have to buy them. They didn't have to buy. They didn't have to buy them.
Nah.
Just because
First of
somebody
all, bro,
just somebody
this is
offered
such
you
a
something don't mean you got to take it.
check this out right now. First of all, right, this is such a two-dimensional conversation. This is such a two-dimensional conversation right here because slavery, indentured servitude has existed since the beginning and before documented fucking history. This asshole is only going to be able to go back somewhere between 300 and 400 fucking years. So as far as who sold who into slavery, every demographic of human being on earth has probably been enslaved at some fucking point.
Let me ask you
So
a
miss me
question.
with that shit. People sold labor to people.
Let me ask you a question, Ryan Seacrest. First of all, blacks destroyed their own black children's
Again,
lives.
dog, you're trying to have your own conversation with somebody as if they don't understand history, dog. You might want to talk to one of these other motherfuckers, bro, that only know what they were either taught in school or what they allowed you to tell them.
Black people need to first address what they're
I've done my own homework and I understand how the more things change, the
Well,
more they stay the
and,
same. I know
and
about how your hey, where are your people from, bro? What Ireland, Germany? What? Where are your people from?
black people stole their children.
Where are your people from?
You never address
Like
that.
where as far back as you can trace back your lineage, where do your people where are your people indigenous to? Because I'll tell you who enslaved you. I'll tell you who enslaved you
I'm
because
not gonna
chances are
lie.
you made it to the
And,
U.S. You made it to the U.S. as a refugee and probably out of escape from persecution
and,
and indentured servitude and slavery.
and I'm gonna speak for me and Big Dog. We don't need a white guy defending us, okay?
Nah, thank you.
We don't. We got it. We don't need you defending us. We got it.
Man.
We got it. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You an ally, but we got it. We good.
I
We good.
People just want to hear truth or facts. Ryan Seacrest, just shut up for 1 second. Let me
I've just been sitting back chilling
Talking
trying to
to
see
me.
what
He doesn't know what he's talking about, and then he's
Ladies and
trying to
gentlemen,
educate me and
black
school me
fatigue.
on shit.
that's what I'm
That's what I'm
like.
saying, bro.
He talking
Bro,
about shit we already know.
if
Like,
you
what the
let
fuck?
these motherfuckers tell you what the hell your history is, they'll have you believing that you were swinging from fucking trees in the middle of the fucking jungle and they had civilized you. When in actuality, these motherfuckers couldn't even wash their hair. They didn't even know how to survive past the age of like 30. You know what I'm saying? And their women's fucking snatch smelled like tilapia. Real shit. They didn't even know how to keep themselves
We
clean.
we didn't
Real
start
shit.
swinging
They
from
lived
we
in
didn't
their
start
house
swinging
with
from
their
trees until we
cattle.
started dealing with them.
They lived in their homes with cattle.
Stop dominating the conversation. Let
We
somebody
Like
didn't.
for
else
real, they
talk.
wore wigs and shit just to make it look like they had hair.
Give white people a bad
Your
name.
women couldn't even survive childbirth.
You can't shut up.
The list goes on and on.
You make no sense. Listen, Whitey.
You know, so why the hell would I allow you to tell me anything about my history or even world history?
Cracker, you're a white cracker. You're not black.
Exactly. Shut up.
Why is you
Shut
so
up, Ant.
racist, Charlie?
Racist.
He ain't
You
racist. He
keep calling
attacking a
this
little
man
white
a
guy.
cracker.
He keep attacking like he's attacking another white guy.
Shut up, Fonzie won't shut up. Shut up,
Right.
Fonzie.
Exactly. I agree with Charlie. Shut up.
Man, Charlie, you a racist?
No.
No,
Why you keep
Charlie is just tired of dealing with ignorant white people like Ant. That's just
Is
really
that what
it.
that is?
Hey,
I don't like white people that act like they're black or think they're black. He's not black, guys.
He's not.
He's not black. Okay, we confirm that, Charlie.
so
He's not black.
what is it to act like you're black? What is that? Can you define that? What is it to act black? Give an example of acting black. Go ahead.
Acting. He's a black man in the white world.
You use the term.
Yeah, what is it? How do you act black, Charlie?
You don't act black. Black is just it's a thing, like a white thing, a green thing, or whatever purple you is. This guy is not black. Are you guys actually think this guy's black?
He's not black. I agree with you. He's not black.
He's not black, Charlie.
The more he talks, the more I agree with you, Charlie. He's not black.
He's not black, Charlie. We agree with you.
No, he's what do they call that word that rhymes with bigger, snigger, digger? Oh, bigger.
Yeah. Trigger.
Yeah.
He's like the horse. He's like, right, this guy's not black. What am I
He's
missing?
not. He's not.
I'm fighting with Pat Sajak, Ryan Seacrest. This guy's not black. Go ahead.
Yeah, he acting like Phil Donahue. He acting like Phil Donahue right now.
No, he's acting like Phil Donahue. I don't know. He's not
That's right, Charlie, my nigga.
Oh, you know what?
My nigga Charlie.
My
Shout out
nigga
to
Charlie. Shout out my nigga Charlie.
Don't be
Charlie,
bashful now, Charlie.
You a nigga, Charlie? Huh?
Well,
He's my nigga.
You wanna be my nigga, Charlie?
He's my nigga.
It's like a Dave Chappelle.
You wanna be my nigga, Charlie?
I like the black man. I like the black
You
man.
like? I ain't asked if you like. I said, do you want to be my nigga, Charlie?
I don't like that word. So no.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hey, look at that. We gave you an invite to the cookout.
well,
Turn it down.
I'll be your friend.
I like.
I will. You know what? You want to know
Man.
what I'll bring to the. Here's what.
What you gonna bring to the cookout, Charlie? What you gonna bring?
Spread from Trader Joe's. So I'll bring garlic spread. I like sourdough bread. So I'll bring sourdough bread. I'll bring.
Hey, a big dog, I do fancy a nice sourdough bread from time to time.
You guys ever have bok choy?
What? A bok choy?
Bok choy. BOKCHOY.
I know how to spell bok choy. Why you bringing bok choy to the cookout? We eat barbecue.
Yeah,
It's got a great guy. It's got a great taste. It's one of those things.
Yeah, when I wanted some chill time with my wife, yeah.
Have you ever had bok choy? Have you ever had bok choy?
Yes.
It's got a great taste, man. When you put
I know that.
I like
What
it.
you bringing, bro? What are you bringing to the cookout? Because the other white guy up here, Auntie, I wouldn't invite him to the cookout.
I'm gonna make skinless breast chicken, and I figured out the perfect way to make it. The best way. I mastered the way to make it. So I'll bring like 30 or 40 pieces of that. I'll go to Costco and I'll buy like 2 packets of like.
Oh wait.
That's not enough chicken. We black people like chicken.
Hold on. You think all black people like chicken?
Well, no, I think all human beings like. You know what? I actually thought about this a couple weeks ago. There's a stupid racial stereotype about black people eating chicken and watermelon. Who doesn't like chicken and watermelon? And I still don't get it. Is it something about maybe the way they eat it that's different than Asians, how they eat it, how Jews eat it? How do we eat it differently? They eat it
can you calm down on the J word?
Bro, if these are concerns of yours, bro, you've got issues.
Is that the white guy?
You go to sleep thinking about this shit? Yeah.
It's Donahue. It's Donahue.
You sound so white. You sound whiter than me, and I sound super white.
Well,
hey, mission accomplished.
Charlie, I need you to bring some ribs to the cookout, Charlie.
I don't like ribs. I don't eat pork. No pork for me. No pork.
Oh, well, you guys go to the cookout. Shit, what do I need? Some ribs, some bratwurst.
No, because he bringing the skinless, the bread, the chicken.
No, I'll bring beef.
You gotta bring the chicken.
I won't no pork. No swine for me. No swine.
You
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
you
yeah,
gonna bring
yeah.
you gonna bring some steaks?
No, I probably wouldn't bring steak.
Why you
He
ain't
gon'
bringing steaks?
Too cheap.
Oh, okay.
and he bringing whatever Phil Donahue gonna bring anyway, so it don't even
Well,
matter.
I'll make nice chicken. I'll make nice chicken with minimal seasoning.
oh,
Charlie doesn't
minimum.
like.
Oh, I don't
Whoa,
know
whoa,
about
whoa,
minimum.
whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on
whoa,
now,
whoa. Wait a
minimum.
minute. Whoa,
Hold
whoa, no,
on, wait a
no, no.
minute.
Now I think Phil Donahue will bring some chicken and got some seasoning
Now,
on it.
I
I
love you,
don't like.
Charlie. I
It
love you,
hurts my
Charlie.
stomach.
You my nigga, but you can't bring no gentrified chicken now.
He said we
It
can't
hurts
bring
my
no
stomach.
cheese,
Yeah,
no
it
chicken
hurts
with
my
no
stomach.
seasoning on it.
Dude, it hurts my stomach. No. This maybe a little bit of garlic, maybe a little bit of paprika, a little bit of pepper and salt. That's it. But heavily
Okay.
grilled chicken. I
What
don't
beer?
mind.
You gonna bring some beer? What beer you bringing?
You know what? Here's exactly what I would bring.
I'm
And
listening.
this has destroyed my life. And I want you guys to listen to this very carefully. If you're
Okay.
looking for a great whiskey, it costs like $20 for the large bottle. It's 1.75 liters.
Uh-huh.
It's called Evan Williams. It's the
Oh.
best whiskey ever. You can drink it
Hey,
straight.
what's
Go ahead.
good?
You ever
Hey,
had it?
TC.
Mm,
Ain't our oldest sister a former bartender?
yes.
So you just told us something that you just told us something that we don't even know. Like my sister could tell me and TC what to bring as far as liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, she a mixologist.
She a
She's into
mixologist.
Who's a
she
mixologist?
into that.
My oldest sister.
She works at a hotel, a restaurant, a bar.
She work where she want to work.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
What kind of answer is that? Who wakes up in the morning without a job and saying, you know what? I'm just going to throw caution to the wind that someone's going to hire me to make drinks. She has to have a job.
And how long she been doing that shit?
Good while now, over a
Oh, okay,
decade.
yeah, she straight.
She has
she ain't
found a
hurt.
niche, and
She
she's
ain't hurt.
successful at it.
Do you guys have kids?
Yeah.
She has found a niche, and she is successful at it.
Have you ever met them? Have you ever met them?
Who?
Come on, guys.
My kids?
The fucking disrespect, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I made a joke. Relax. I made a joke.
I'm still trying to figure out what beer you bring to
Shit
the
wasn't
cookout.
funny.
Yeah, because I'm about to go see my kids now. I'm about to go pick them up
Yeah,
from
my
school.
son home. My son coming home from work in a little bit. So
my kids that are principal-less students, and my two sons about to be enrolled in gifted programs, and scored the highest test scores in the entire state of California.
Yeah.
Them kids.
Yeah. My nephews and nieces. Yeah. And my son was top 5. My son was top 5 in his graduating class. Top 5.
Some of us actually do take care of our kids.
Yeah, we do fuck with our kids.
And damn well too.
Hey, Charlie, do you have any children?
Are you not?
Huh?
No. So what city do your kids live in?
Yeah. Did you just say no? You do not. Is that what you said?
I don't know. I don't have kids.
What, you scared of women?
No, I just life didn't throw me in that avenue. Maybe, who knows? But I'm curious.
How old are you? How old are you, Charlie?
I'm over 40.
And you ain't got no kids?
No.
Not even one oops one.
You know what? I actually thought I had an oops one once, and maybe there is an oops one out there, but I don't think so.
So you a 40-year-old virgin?
Well, no, I'm not a virgin.
Oh. You scared of pussy?
No, I've been with different.
You ever been with a black woman?
Yeah, I have.
How do you like it? Did you like it?
I mean, women are women.
How much did it cost? How much you pay?
I didn't pay. I mean,
yeah, you paid, motherfucker. That shit wasn't free. How much?
Hey, Donahue. Ain't nothing wrong with paying Donahue.
You fucking trick. How much?
I'm trying to see how much Charlie paid for the pussy.
Black women like me. Put that.
Exactly.
You paid for the pussy?
Once when I was like 18 years old in Tijuana.
How much you pay for it?
In Tijuana.
That's not traveling.
How much you pay for it, Charlie?
What's that?
How much you pay for it?
I don't remember.
You a lie.
Who remembers something that's
You remember where it was until
you pay like 12,000 Mexican pesos?
Dude, let's change the country. How about you? You ever remember the white woman?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I play with a white woman pussy at the strip club. Do they
So
count?
you never slept with a white woman, like 10,
No,
15 white
I only slept with black women. I never been
women?
outside my race.
What about the other gentleman that
Never
has 2 kids? You've never been with a
slept
white woman?
It's none of your
Are you
damn
serious?
business. I'm not
with
going to
the
discuss
white
this with you. You're weird.
It's not a
woman.
bad thing.
I ain't never.
It's like saying, you ever been with an Asian woman? You ever been with a Jewish woman? You ever been with a Muslim woman?
Didn't I just tell you stop saying that motherfucking word?
What word?
Yeah, you can't
Jewish.
say the J word, man.
You guys are racist. There's something about you.
No, it's not
No,
being racist.
YouTube, but shut this damn channel down. Take that over YouTube. Ran by white people.
It's called anti-Semitism. Yeah, they don't like that
It's
shit.
called anti-Semitism, being anti-Semitic. They do not want us saying the J word.
Not like
I,
that shit at all.
I asked you a question a couple times. You said you have 2 kids. What city do you live in?
Why the
I
fuck would
live in the
anybody
great.
tell you
I
that
live
shit?
in. I live in the great state of America.
No, you said you live in California. Do you live in like Bakersfield? Do you live in Beverly Hills? Do you
I
live in
tell him. Why
I
would
live in.
anybody tell you that shit, bro? You're weird.
I live in Barstow.
Okay, so Barstow. Okay, so that tells me something. So I know Barstow.
He live in Compton. He live in Compton. He live in Compton.
No,
Yeah.
I've been to Compton. I have been to Compton. I enjoyed
Is
myself quite
Barstow
well in Compton too.
is Barstow next to Sacramento?
No, Barstow is next to Bakersfield.
Okay, so I've been to Bakersfield, so I know where you're at. Yeah. So yeah, you live in a pretty good area. You live in the middle of basically the desert, whatever. It's not. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, I know. I
I
know.
love it. I love the desert.
It's nice. No, I was in Bakersfield about 8 months ago, so it's nice. I know. I know.
And you said all that to say what, Charlie?
Said what? I said what?
All that. Well, I mean, cause like, bro, you really. We was up
Where
here
do you?
having a good. Huh?
What state do you live?
I live in the state of the South.
Okay, can you say can't you just say where you live?
South America.
South America.
He doesn't live in South America. He does not live in South
I live in South America.
America. No, you don't. Okay, so you. Okay, I'm not going to play a game with you. Okay, this is a. You're not 4 years old.
I said I stay in the.
Okay,
I stay.
what
I
what
stay.
state? Okay, what state in South America do you live in? What state in South America? You don't even know what the answer. I guarantee you don't know the answer to that. How to answer that?
I didn't even
South
think South
America.
America had states. I thought it was
They
country.
do. They have many
Yeah,
states.
the one close to Texas.
It's a country. All countries have states. What
Yeah,
country?
yeah,
What,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
no,
one
I
Texas.
guarantee you live in probably fucking Florida or Iowa or Illinois.
Pick one.
Iowa.
Broke ass bitch.
Iowa.
Is there anything else you want to say, Charlie? Because I'm getting tired of you now.
Okay.
No, not big dog with the black fatigue, man.
I'm getting crazy. I'm getting Charlie fatigue now. Shit. Because I mean,
The big dog and the black fatigue.
I mean, what?
I'll shut up.
Okay, yeah. Ugh. Anyway,
Big
yeah.
Charlie.
Anyway, I'm so
I like
tired.
that. I like that guy.
Fuck that motherfucker. Shit.
I like
That
him.
man got my head hurting over here. Shit.
I'm gonna go check out this Evan Williams. Ain't that what he said?
I think so, Evan Williams.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Auntie,
check
what
out this Evan Williams.
you
You know.
let me talk to the white guy that's up here now. Auntie, you all right? You good?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Donahue
fine,
too,
man.
man. Donahue ain't
I've
tripping.
been exposed.
I guess. God damn, man. I see why y'all be spazzing out on motherfuckers now, Auntie. Motherfuckers just be talking shit.
Well, I know why they come up here in the first place.
And he trying to come back up, right?
Hmm?
He
I
be
got
all
shit
right.
else to do.
He be all right. He be all right. Well, anyway, man, that man just ruined my day. Anyway, Auntie, what you think about Carmelo getting tried as an adult? What you think
I
about
mean,
that?
rightfully so. It's that was standard. Right here. You 17, you damn near a legal adult, and there's a body here, so makes sense.
Yep.
This is a situation where, yeah, you you get tried as an adult.
So why is a lot of us saying that is not fair for him to get tried as an adult?
Well, I mean, he's not a child. If he was like 11, 12 years old, then yeah, that's when you might be able to say something like that. But boy, 17 years old, too, guys. He's like,
So
come on.
Emotion,
Yeah.
emotional, and don't know law. That's your
That's,
answer. Emotional
yeah.
and don't know law.
yeah. So do you agree with the first degree
Yeah,
charge?
without a doubt. I don't have a problem with any of the charges. Once he says self defense, he's entitled to a fair trial. So my only issue is the backlash about that. Like they wanted that boy to be railroaded, said he shouldn't even be able to use a self defense claim in a stand your ground state where you don't even have a duty to retreat or any of that. So the boy deserves a fair trial. The best
I
I
defense
don't
money can
I
buy.
don't know
That's
about
it.
first degree because I don't know all the information. But I watch the trial and see if they can prove it.
Yeah, I understand the
And if they can prove it, I will be like, okay, yeah, first degree.
yeah. I just understand the laws in the state of Texas, and that's just kind of how it works. They got um M, capital M. It's pretty
yeah
much it, bro. It's gonna be one or the other. So like manslaughter wasn't even an option, here. So it's gonna be one or the other. That's what it is. I think there is a chance where he could possibly get out for um they said like sudden passion or something like that,
yeah
where he doesn't carry as much, but he can still get up to like 22 years or something like that. So they might be able to get him to plea out to something like that. It all depends on what, because I think they got footage. They got like cell phone footage of what went down, and of course they got some extra testimony that we haven't heard. So it really just depends on what those witnesses say. What the witnesses say. If the defense can prove that, hey, he feared for his life, like he was outnumbered. Of course, he's behind enemy lines. A bunch of, what I'm saying, it's like you're in an area with the opposing school, everybody can be on the same side. Like that's the
Right.
captain of the football team. Like, you feel like you're getting jumped right there. So it's not about what the threat was. It's about what the perceived threat was, right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah
So if that boy feels like it's like, bro, not only is this dude putting his hands on me, he got his evil twin right behind him, ready to do something. If I, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to get out of the situation. So if the defense can make that case, then he got a chance to walk on self defense.
yeah. Because I was hearing that he had a chance to plea out, and they were like take it to trial.
Yeah, I mean, phew, I can't blame him. I mean, look. Okay, so damn, I'm not a lawyer, bro, so this is rough. But I would say if you can get anything that's like under 10 years, like 15, 10 to 15 years, you can get out before you're 30 years old. I think he should take that.
Yeah, that was I was like if you got a way to,
Yeah.
for what he 17, if you got a way to get out by 25,
That's
30,
what I said. Yeah, I was like, yo, if you can get like 12, like if you can plea out, get 12, 13, and then possibly get out in like 9,
yeah,
10.
I would be good.
I would take that.
I would play out if my goose was cooked. But if I'm
Like I
not
mean, it depends on what your attorneys tell you.
right,
I get that. That's why I say I'm not a lawyer, but I would just assume just based on, bro, because you're facing a lot of time, and there's a body right there, bro. You stabbed him in the chest,
Yeah,
dog. Like
because
you know what I'm saying. This is still a tough one to beat, bro. So if you
from
if
what
you
I'm
can't
hearing is
convince a jury, bro, you're going down for a long
yeah,
time, man.
because from what I'm hearing, if they get him, he ain't gonna be able to go up for parole till he 57.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm like, bro, because and I just understand, like, yeah, it's fucked up. The situation is bang bang, is quick, but even the mistake you made, that one probably should cost you your 20s.
Yeah, I
I'm
think because
sorry.
when
You know what I'm
he
saying? Like,
yeah when he came out and said I did it, and
yeah,
then come around and say is that considered self defense? That's like if you were trying to get off on self defense, you didn't do nothing for your case when you said you did it, and is that considered self defense?
yeah. I mean, bro. I mean, I say it like this. It's like this. Like, let's say it's just a stabbing, and it's not a fatality.
Right.
Um, all you would have seen, like, or let's say it's not even a stabbing or whatever. That the Austin boy could have been charged with assault, or would have been charged with assault. You're assaulting him, you know, before he stabs you. So I get it. The response is not proportionate to the threat, but hey, we do have your evil twin right behind you, and a bunch of other people around wearing the same damn colors. Um, you kind of behind enemy lines, dude. So it's all about what whatever the defense can present to the jury, where they can kind of recreate the atmosphere, and it's got to look like a really hostile environment.
Yep.
Now
Real
this
quick.
what this what I want to ask about the brother. Now this is what I've been hearing is that I ain't gonna let my brother get jumped. That's us talking. Us black people. We'll say that it's like ain't no one on one. I'm gonna jump if my brother get into it. I'm jumping in to help my brother. Right?
Mm.
You done heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Our daddy used to say that all the time.
Okay. So now it's a brother there, and it's like, well, he had to do what he had to do. But you also saying my brother ain't fighting by himself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if you see that, bro, somebody come up and start putting it like on some move or you will be move shit. Dude already outweighs you by probably about 50 pounds. He's a linebacker. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's a pretty solid dude. You know what I'm saying? About 200 pounds, and he got a twin brother right behind him, not even 5 feet away from him. Maybe you see that, maybe you don't. I mean, it can be a reason for a child to panic, or somebody that's not well versed in defending themselves. They might panic in a situation like
Yeah,
that.
and I feel you on that, but I'm like I saying back on nigga shit is niggas saying my brother ain't fighting no one on one. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My brother ain't fighting no one on one. But then when it comes down to this situation where it had Carmelo on one side, and you had the Metcalf boys on another side, and I'm just going by nigga logic now. The Metcalf was like, my brother ain't fighting no one on one. But we as a community would say, my brother ain't fighting no one on one. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
So now is that the shit that we say is coming to slap us in the face. Now is like, well, Carmelo need to get off because of the self defense. But we'll also say, my brother ain't fighting no one on one.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like, make that make sense where you're being a hypocrite on both sides.
Yeah. I mean, what a lot of people say is, oh, well, why didn't he just move? That's what bugged me out on. I'm like, bro, all that move or you will be, you can't just give an order like that and then put your hands on somebody.
Yeah, I agree with
Feel
that.
like
I agree with
I
that. I
mean,
agree with that.
yeah, it's almost like coming into a black space, telling them what they can say and can't say.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, bro, number one, you a child your goddamn self. You don't work here.
Right.
You
That's the
don't
same
work
thing I
here.
told you, big dog.
You're
Go get
not you're not
security. Go get a
security,
teacher.
and you damn sure don't have the right to put your hands on somebody. Um, Granted, I mean, it's sad that it had to escalate to that. Just
Yeah.
period. But I'm like, yo, if old boy, like, think about it even from Carmelo perspective, because he's the only one still alive right now. Even if let's say he doesn't stab old boy, he just punches him in the mouth
Right.
or whatever and tries to square up. Now he, just like you said, he got to deal with the brother.
Right.
And if the brother jumps in, everybody under that tent might jump in.
Yeah.
This is the captain of the football team.
And it's some more football players there and it's track athletes there. So you about to get your ass whooped if you
So
square up.
if all of that goes through your brain in a second, that fight or flight is gonna activate in a human being, in any human being, fight or flight.
True that, true that, true that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it. People are like, oh well, why do you have a knife in his backpack? That's a good question. But he had a knife in his backpack, so and I'm not laughing about that. It's just, bro, if it's a knife right there and my life is in danger, no, I really don't give a shit how it got there. I'm using it.
Was
And
he supposed to not use the knife?
That's all I'm saying. If it's there, I'm gonna use it.
I mean,
You
at the
know?
same time, I'm like everybody else. Like, hey, if I'm outnumbered, bro, I gotta get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Best way I get it, I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
You getting poked.
I mean,
hold up.
it was a bad situation. Like, just one laceration, bro, one cut, bro. Like, and he just hits the bright spot and off. So boy, it's like, bro, that was just a really rough situation. Like, just and
Okay.
it's a shame that it had to come to that.
All right. Well, Charlie, is
Because
you gonna
essentially
act?
it's just two damn kids. It was just two fucking kids
Basically, dude.
being
Yeah.
kids.
Hold on.
Basically,
Wait,
dude.
what?
Yeah.
Charlie, is you gonna act right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I will act right.
Cause I want you to contribute to the show, but I don't want you fucking up my show. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't
All right,
gonna talk about the shit we talking about, man, you can go on kick rocks.
all right. I'm going to listen and I'll throw in my points. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, what we're saying is, since you're not part of the ghetto, quote unquote, you don't know black culture and all that right there. How do you feel about your brother? You got a brother?
Do you even know who George Benson is?
All
I
right,
asked you, did you have a brother, bro?
this motherfucker legit just
You have
try to
no,
control the
you have
conversation,
no,
just try to pivot that shit where he just want to take it.
you have no clue who George Benson is.
Do you have a brother?
No, I don't.
Do you have a sister?
I do not.
Okay. That's all you had to say. Why you
Yeah,
make
that's
shit so
cool.
different?
Can
Why?
I can I ask you a question? Can you
Go
just
ahead,
listen
Charlie.
to Can you just listen to 30 seconds of this song? This shows you how
No,
black I. No,
no,
Okay,
no.
why
go
not?
go play the song.
Why can't?
Anyway. Yeah.
So,
It
like,
be the
yeah, like I
it
was
be the
saying,
disrespect from me, bro. I don't tolerate that shit. You better than me.
I'm
I don't
and
tolerate that shit.
I'm finally like I've been talking to a lot of people in my circle. If I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna have to go and do this shit. And it's like I see what y'all go through with trolls and shit. Now it's like, bro, I want to slap the shit out of.
Bro, when I do the purge, I have to upgrade that shit to the teams thing, the 299 package, bro.
Yeah,
Just to have a green room and screen all of that shit before it hits the stage. And y'all, yeah, and y'all don't see it on the other end. Like you know what I'm saying? From the front.
yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying? I
man,
I have somebody's back there with me handling the controls, and I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with shit like Charlie,
right,
trying to
right,
hit that shit. And just totally fuck it up. Now, a lot of times it's not even it's not even it's worse than him.
right.
I,
Yeah,
I be
I can
having
see worse.
motherfuckers
Yeah,
come up. I make them cam up or some shit backstage. The motherfuckers they'll be in bathrobes and shit. Yeah, let me up. It's like, bro, really think I'm about to let somebody in a fucking bathrobe, bro, on this panel? Like, you think I don't know what you about to do?
yeah. That's why I keep
Like,
putting
come
it.
on, bro.
Yeah, that's why I keep putting it up. It's like, bro, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Then you might come over here and show your dick and shit, and man, fuck up the whole show.
I mean, and then other ones be like, oh well, I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to join the conversation. It's like if you don't know what the fuck is going on, like this is a war zone up here right now. What you know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like if you don't
Yeah,
know what's
like
going, I'll just click random links for no reason.
man, what? You know, if I was on some bullshit, I wouldn't have no problem. But I'm trying, trying to figure out some shit. It's like why we want to be tough on one end and play victim on the other end.
well,
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
the moral of the story is
victimhood.
you found out what black fatigue is now.
Yeah, well,
What it
victimhood is the new
really
cool kids
is.
club.
Charlie, you gonna sit back there, bro. I gave you an opportunity the first time. You fucked around and called my partner a cracker. I brought you back up. You want to play songs and shit, Charlie. So no, take your ass on somewhere. I tell you what. You see that banner at the bottom? Send me $40. I bring you back.
That's what I was about to say though. Hit the Cash App,
Hit the
homeboy.
cash app. I bring you back.
Support the show.
That's what I'm saying. You want to be up here? You want to fuck up my show, derail my show? Hit the cash app. If not, man, gone somewhere. Shit.
Like Charlie, because
Anyway,
he proved me right.
what? What about Charlie?
I like him because he proved me right about black fatigue.
I mean, shit, bro. I'm
He's a
like,
swell.
No,
you know,
I
He's a
mean, I would just tell him like, who gives a fuck? Like,
he's a
I
swell
personally
fella.
don't. I personally don't care. I would tell y'all the same shit we've been told for as long as I know. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Hmm.
Okay.
yeah,
Don't worry about what other people think and say, and handle your fucking business, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about how you feel.
yeah, shit, yeah, Damn.
That's
The
what the hell.
nurse.
Like we had to figure that out a long time ago. Most of it, like for real, there was no getting through life without it.
Man, cause all that shit he asking you about history, like nigga, we know that shit already, bro. You gonna tell me something new?
Hmm?
Put me on some new shit. Don't tell me some old shit, man. I already know. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Anyway,
That's why I said, bro. Hey, it used to be a criminal issue. Now it's a treatment issue, and these junkies got a problem with it.
fuck them.
Now they got a problem with us having a problem with it. For real.
Look,
When we
when a,
have y'all, when y'all have our issues, y'all go to rehab. We have your issues, we go to prison
exactly,
for
exactly,
a long time.
for a long time. You don't know nothing about that, Charlie. Now I hate that you've been sexually molested. I hate that for you. And, you know, I'm sorry about your trauma. But shit, I've been going through shit my whole motherfucking life, bro. Shit.
That's why I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all made these laws to make it all illegal immigrant friendly in America.
And then get mad when they come over here.
For real. You know what I'm saying? And you can say that shit about Biden and all that other shit. Fuck out of here, bro. No president deported more illegals than Barack Hussein Obama. And
Exactly.
who were the ones opposing everything Barack Hussein Obama was doing? Them damn conservative Republicans on the other end. Y'all just now flipped the stance on motherfucking free and cheap labor from across the border. Y'all just now flipped y'all script on that. So miss me with the bullshit, bro. Y'all two sides of the same coin. You conservative, liberal motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And a lot of us done like got for real woke, and they just refuse to be y'all football. The football between liberals and conservatives. Fuck out of here. Y'all will keep kicking that shit back and forth. We'll let the women do that. Be the football now, since
Hold
they
up.
want to be that.
Charlie, you is not the best motherfucker I ever had over here, Charlie. Hit the cash app if you want to talk. Or leave me the fuck alone. Leave me, my brother, and the Blackfield Donahue alone.
Cause y'all will see what's up. Even them conservatives, cause them conservatives, as soon as one of them cops blast the motherfucker that was running away from them, and then say, yeah, he tried to steal my taser, or just blast a dude in his car that's unarmed or whatever, and got his kids in the car seat behind, you know what I'm saying, in the back seat and shit, or whatever. Oh, I fear for my life. Y'all are always on the side of the boys in blue. Always. I feared for my life. Yes, it was self-defense. All of that shit. And now with this boy right here, because the deceased one is a Caucasian boy. Now all of a sudden that this boy should be put under the jail. He's not even entitled to a defense. He shouldn't even be able to raise money to defend himself. I mean, we done heard it all. Those are your conservatives. So y'all done flip the script every which way too.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. I was saying about this ever since it popped off. It was like I don't know, because I stay in Memphis. I see this shit every day. I see 16, 17-year-olds playing like they tough and shit, and then when they get caught up, they want to act like they little kids. I'm like, you want to act like no little kid when you had the gun in your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you feel like, hey, if it was self-defense, it's self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Let the courts sort that shit out. If you was on some bullshit, you was on some bullshit, and just own up to your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see now that you've been tried as an adult and you had a way to plea out, but you didn't want to plea out, you want to go to trial. So now I'm gonna see, can you get off on self-defense, or you gonna do at least 40 years?
Yep.
I don't want you to be fucked over. I don't want Carmelo to be fucked over. But at the same time, if you deliberately did that shit on purpose, then y'all need to go to jail.
I don't think he unalived the dude on purpose.
I don't think he
Because
did either.
you just have to hit the right spot for that to
Yeah, I
happen.
think he,
But,
because like that one good shot, I mean that one good to the heart was like he hit his target, but I don't think he was trying to hit the target like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's another dude on trial now because guy punched him. He punched the guy back. And when he hit him, he dropped him, and dude fell, hit his head, and he died. He unalived
So
him. So
yeah, so
one punch.
I want the justice system to be fair. Or, you know what I'm saying? If it's self defense, it's self defense. If he can get down to manslaughter, cool, whatever. But if they get him for first degree, fought it. That's your whole life. That's your
That's what I
whole life.
said, and I'm like, bro, it's not like you didn't stab him and now he's dead. So at this point, you're really trying to get off on a technicality. Like you did self defense would be really like a technicality here. So
Yeah,
hey,
so
you know what I'm saying? But I understand there's a big difference between right, wrong, and the law.
right.
Like there are differences between that shit. So that's why I say I was like, you entitled to a fair trial just like anybody else is. So
And that's what I
I
want
hope
to
you get
see is
that.
that yeah, I want to see him get a fair trial. I don't want to see him get railroaded. I want him to get
That's
a
it.
fair trial.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of folks that are cool with that boy getting railroaded. I got issues with that.
Yeah, I ain't cool with him. Like I said, if you could prove his first degree, I prove it. If you can prove his self defense, cool too. But I don't think you just give him. I don't think you send him up the creek just because you want him to go do 40 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's right.
Well, I mean, a lot of them folks want to send a message like, look, when a white person tells you what to do, you better just do it. That's why
Hmm.
you tell these folks like, yo, there is no duty to retreat in the state of Texas. It's a stand your ground state. And they like, I don't care. When they told him he wasn't supposed to be there, why didn't he just move? Real shit.
I feel
Why
him.
didn't he just move? And a lot of folks, well, he was just Austin was just helping out. You know, he wasn't supposed to be there, so he made a move. No, not one of them people will come up and say, look, he never should have put his hands on him. But there's no excuse for to pull out the knife or whatever. Nobody, I didn't hear anybody, you know, that was on Metcalf's side say, hey, he never should have put his hands on that boy. You know, under any
Yeah,
circumstances.
because you know that it's a lot of hearsay. That and that's what I always said from the beginning was like, I need to see footage. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing this, that, and the third. I'm hearing on both sides. I need to see footage so I can make my decision, my opinion a little bit more clearer. Because all I'm hearing is this happened, this happened. I don't know shit on shit. I ain't seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? So now if y'all got the evidence and everything, let it be seen. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna show it in the trial, and you know, let it be seen. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, well, it was self-defense because he shouldn't have no business going over there fucking with him. But then I can say, well, he shouldn't have no business pulling the knife at him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me see what's going on so I can sit there and say either he's guilty of this or he's protecting himself. You know what I'm saying?
Now he wrong for having that knife. That knife don't get pulled out unless Metcalf. If Metcalf left him alone, Metcalf don't get stabbed.
But even with the knife, it's like you weren't supposed to have the knife in the
I,
first
I
place.
get it. I understand
Yeah.
that. But we
So
don't know.
that's
We don't
one
know he
part
got a
of.
knife. We don't know he got a knife until Metcalf went over there fucking with him.
And but see, that's why they hit him with the first degree because it was like the premeditation because you know you got a knife, but Metcalf don't know you got a knife.
But
So
that
that's why
doesn't
they hit
Yeah.
him with
necessarily make it
Hey,
pre. That
hey,
don't necessarily make it
I
premeditated.
said nah, but I said the same thing. The same thing happened. Like, well, the same thing didn't happen in Florida. A dude just y'all probably heard about it. They was arguing over well, it wasn't over a parking space. Dude pulled up in a handicapped parking space, went into the store, left
I
his
know that
girl and his
story.
kids in the
Yep.
car. You know what I'm saying? Some dude is yelling at the woman, the girl and the kids in the car. Old boy comes out,
Hmm.
pushes old boy on the ground, and then he just pulls out his pistol, pop pop. You know,
right.
pop pop. At first the cops pretty much let old boy walk on some stand your ground shit, and the state attorney ended up picking it up. Like, nah, this dude is actually kind of stepping away from you, and you still shot him. But at the same time, this was the argument I was making. You know, because they're like, yo, you can't just pull out your pistol and just blast somebody. And I'm like, bro, why would you go and put your hands on somebody that's armed? That's armed. They got a weapon and you don't. Why the hell would you do that? And then everybody's response is the same thing. Well, but he didn't know he had a weapon. Okay, that's why you shouldn't be putting your hands on people, man.
Exactly. You don't know
Like
what
like that
somebody
right
got on them.
there. if you don't know the situation, why the fuck? Like, if you knew the motherfucker had a weapon, would you have done that shit?
Hell no, you wouldn't. You ain't
No.
gonna do it.
So everybody should just assume that everybody's packing,
Right.
Yeah, I
and
agree
then
with
Because
you.
he
people will
wouldn't have
keep
messed with
their
that boy if
fucking
he was sitting
hands to
there.
themselves.
If he was
You
sitting
know what
under
I'm
that
saying?
tent with
Like,
that
for
knife in his
real.
hand, he wouldn't have went over there and even said anything to him.
That's
He'd have went
all
and
I'm
told. He'd have went and
exactly,
told on him.
bro.
He'd
Cause
have went and
that, cause
told
Exactly.
that
on him.
was, cause that was the whole thing too. Was they were like, we didn't think he really had a knife or anything in the backpack, but at the same
Hey,
time,
fuck around and find out,
I
dog.
mean,
Ain't that
that's
what I
on
told you, big
you.
dog? Ain't that what I
Yeah,
told
I
you? He
mean,
fucked around and found out.
he fucked
Like,
around
but
and
bro,
found
for
him.
real, dog. I'm like, bro, you keep your hands to yourself, bro, and you don't have to find shit out the hard way. I'm a
Right.
firm believer in keep your fucking hands to yourself, dude. I mean, it's sad that that family has to bury their child over, just like y'all said, the kids just doing what kids do. You know what I'm
Kids
saying?
doing
Like,
what kids do, a fight.
I get it. Yeah, he shouldn't be putting his hands on him, but that's usually not a fatal thing. You know what I'm saying? Amongst kids, it's usually not, and that's the fucked up part. But at the same time, yo, keep your fucking hands to yourself. That should be the underlying message right here. Keep
That
your hands
really,
to yourself. You never know what the hell people got or how they're gonna react.
yeah, that part, that part.
Especially when
All
he
that,
over here somewhere by himself with a group of people.
yeah. Like we gonna see when the trial
Yeah,
supposed to, when you know NT.
Nah,
I don't know. I know I don't know.
but because that was my issue. People was tripping on the $1 million bond, getting reduced. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Like that's crazy, dude.
Is one of y'all got
You
an echo?
I don't know. What about now?
Yeah, I think it's you.
Yeah, I think that was
Or
UTC.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Is it
now we're
gone?
good now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
gone.
Nah, but I was like, yo, $1 million bond for a 17-year-old, no passport, no resources. Okay, no resources, no criminal history or anything like that. $1 million bond is stupid. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah, I said that too. That was a little outrageous for a 17-year-old. I mean, even though you want to say whatever you want to say, self defense, first degree, whatever the case may be, $1 million bond.
Yeah, maybe at first, but it's standard that it gets reduced.
Yeah, standing get
Yep.
You know
reduced.
what I'm saying? That's standard. So when people was like that boy shouldn't even been he should have been held without bond, it's like why? So he can be kept in jail and y'all could force a plea out of him and all types of other shit because we already know that the cash bond system affects poor and impoverished people in worse ways than it affects the wealthy. You know what I'm saying? The resourceful.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We know that, bro. Jails are full of motherfuckers that just can't afford to post bond. And, you know what I'm saying? There are signatures on pleas and shit like that from people that didn't do shit wrong because their ass wasn't let out and they were shut down or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were railroaded into it because they either couldn't afford counsel or couldn't afford to get the fuck out of jail.
And and
You know?
getting the public defender is the worst thing possible.
I mean, it depends. I've seen some people beat. I've seen people beat M charges, bro, with the public defender. Like it depends.
Cause I know the one time I had got locked up, I had heard him go get me a lawyer because they were trying to get me on some possession charges. I was like, hey, bro, no, bro, I need to go get me a
Well,
lawyer.
yeah, you would prefer somebody that takes their money from you and is working for you. You don't want somebody that's working for the same people that the prosecutor working for.
Yeah,
um,
I couldn't go. I like, I need to go get that lawyer.
you know,
Yeah, nah.
but
So, what you think about the Diddy case so far?
um, I had to stop listening and like watching and reading shit, bro. Like I felt like I needed a damn Q-tip soaked in holy water, bro. After just hearing that shit, bro, and like for real, dog. Like I feel for the jurors, dude. Like, I can never be a juror in some nasty shit like that, bro. Just the details, dude.
Man, that I was like, y'all, I was like, folks really interested in how freaking Diddy is. I
I
see.
told him that on my show the other day. I was like, all of y'all that want more details with the Diddy case, you motherfuckers are sick. You need therapy.
I
You
think
want more. You want more details. You want more tea.
Yeah, I think
You want to watch some freak off footage? Y'all niggas need help.
I think I was scrolling. I think I popped up over there when you were saying it. I think I heard you say that.
I was like, bro, y'all sick, dog. Y'all need help, man.
That's why I
For
was
real.
like, man, y'all so but I was also like, it's a lot of you freaking motherfuckers out there that do the same shit Diddy do.
Bro.
And don't want nobody to know that you part of freak off your goddamn self.
That shit nasty, man. And I don't judge grown adults for their kinks, dog. It's just like they say that shit's supposed to be behind closed doors in the bed you go do, but keep it over there, bro. So I couldn't have been no juror, and I gotta watch this and make a determination based on what that'll just fuck me up, dog. So I would have did everything I could to get out of that jury duty right there.
Yeah,
Like for real.
because
I'd have told him, I'd be like, yo, I'm anti. I'd have came up like Charlie, bro. I'm anti-black. I'm anti-white. I'm anti-government. I'm everything. I'm anti every fucking thing, bro. I hate everybody, including you motherfuckers.
Because I'm sitting there like,
I think Diddy's guilty, and so are you guys. You
man,
know, like, I understand all that shit.
that I was like, they trying to paint the picture that Cassie was just a victim. I'm like, from her testimony, she a willing participant. Like,
yeah, and not only that, hers and a bunch of other people. But I said this on Sharon's. I was like, bro, like, stop bullshitting like you don't know how these RICO cases go. Especially him just being in New York, like, and us being around the same age. Like, we remember the Gotti shit. We understand how these RICO cases work. So they trying to bust you for organized crime, which means they got to get a bunch of the other criminals in your organization to cut deals.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Because they were they were engaged in criminal activity, and they have to cut deals for lesser time or immunity to roll on your ass. Like that's how RICO cases fucking go. So you're gonna hear a bunch of people that are gonna make it seem as though they were forced to do some shit, or they didn't want to do some shit when they were engaging in criminal shit their goddamn selves. You're always gonna hear that in RICO cases.
That's a cold game.
Yeah, you're never gonna hear from just a bunch of victims. You're gonna hear because they're trying to bust you for organized crime. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna need people from the organization to roll on you.
That's a cold game. That's why I do my dirt by myself. That's a cold game. I don't need you snitching on me. I do it.
So no, it's not looking good for Diddy. Just based on what I heard, it looks like you're gonna get hit with the trafficking, or I'm sorry, not the trafficking, but the transportation for prostitution, because they got the damn prostitute up there saying you paid to fly him out and be a prostitute. That's one thing. Then you also got the arson, the Kid Cudi testimony, and everything else that led up to the Kid Cudi testimony. Like, you got the arson, so you only need 2 of those 3 things to hit him with the RICO. As far as the forced labor, I think they got him on some kind of drugs. They got him on coercion. They got him on a bunch of other things too. And you're not going to beat the weapons with the scratch serial number. So that's going to be about 3 years right there.
That's what I was saying too. You got them illegal weapons in your house.
Yeah. Now he might be able to get somebody else in the house to take that charge. You know, security, one of the kids, you might be able to get somebody else to take the charge for the weapons. But it looks like they're going to get him for the RICO.
Like a gun charge in New York?
Oh no, this is federal, bro.
It's federal.
Okay.
This is federal.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah, he's being charged by the Southern District of New York is taking care of it, but this is a federal case, bro. So they got him for everything he's done all over the country, organized crime, bro. It's not looking good, dude.
I'm gonna mute up. I'm in my kid's school. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah. It's just not looking good. Like I say, you got the prostitutes, the arson, the forced labor, all of this stuff. It's gonna be tough to like use Cassie for the forced labor, but as far as she gave good testimony to go with the whole arson thing, because he's being charged with that, and you used your organization and your resources to commit arson to blow up that man's car. It was pretty evident the way they presented that case. It's like, yeah, bro, you did it. You know what I'm saying? You did it, or you had it done. Like, you had it done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's all they needed was 2, and they gonna go through another 2 months of this shit. All they gonna do is pile up more shit. This nigga going down for a long time, bro.
I mean, shit. What did he about 50 something?
Diddy's between, like, I think he's like 55, 56 years old, something like that.
He ain't got too much left. You know what I'm saying? If they get him for life, and then when you look at their life,
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that shit. I think what they're gonna get him for, they'll probably give him like 20.
yeah,
He'll do
shit.
75. He'll do 75% of it. Give him like 25. He'll do 75% of it.
But
He'll get out
even
before he turns 80.
but even when he get out, like what else you gonna do? You ain't
But
gonna be popping bottles no more and
no,
dancing and
well,
shit
they're taking everything. They're taking everything.
like they did Bill Cosby.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is federal, so they're taking everything that Bad Boy, um, that Bad Boy had,
Yeah,
all resources, all assets, all profits, all money since 2008. They're taking it all. So,
man.
uh, that's it. That's why that's one of the reasons why they rejected his bail package. You know, not
Woo.
only was he a threat, but it's like, bro, you trying to put up a house that we gonna take anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna take it anyway.
We gonna take that. We gonna take that and the rest of your shit,
The
bro.
Right.
planes, the
You know what I'm
cars,
saying?
everything.
Right.
We can
Because
take
they're gonna say
everything
all
anyway.
money. They're gonna say all money that he made during that time was to further
Yeah.
his criminal enterprise.
Exactly. The money, the houses, all of that. Because the criminal enterprise, like, okay, with the mafia, it's like, yeah, they was using these enterprises to make money and gain power and shit. But a criminal enterprise is just that. It don't even have to be for power, and it don't even have to be for money. You can already have all the power. It's to engage in criminal activity. So
Yep.
in his case, they saying his criminal enterprise was just to satisfy his sexual desires.
Yep. Just like the
Messed up,
YSL
man.
case.
It's messed up, bro. So
Dang.
they saying all the money's legit, but we're still taking it anyway. Because you're a kinky, crazy fuck.
All because you like some little extra shit in your bedroom.
And you like to force people to do it.
Yeah.
You like to force people to do it. You determined to get what you want. You operating above the law. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit, but yeah, they're taking it all, bro. And that's something that we probably never seen on this scale before. It's happened before, where you see these things happen. But the money's legit. That's what they saying. Like they're like, yo, your money's legit. You don't hear them saying nothing about tax evasion. You know what I'm saying? All of the publishing rights he fucking robbed people for. All of this
Woo.
shit, bro. You don't even hear them talking about that shit. The shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even how many murder charges he's beat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. How many M charges he's beaten. You know?
Yeah.
How many people that came up dead, different, or just broke from being around this motherfucker? Everybody has.
Dang.
Dead, different, broke.
Shit.
Nobody survived Diddy.
Nobody survived and did it.
Okay.
Mace probably did. Mace probably got
Yeah,
out.
but what did he get out of there with?
He ain't get nothing, but he got out.
He got robbed for his publishing rights.
Yeah. He didn't get paid. But he can tell his story. He can tell his story.
Everybody went to everybody either went to prison, ended up broke, dead, or just really different.
Yeah.
From Lil Kim to Sean, Biggie,
Everybody.
you name it. So come on, man. And how the hell you the one without the damn you the one with the least talent and you get all the damn money.
Hey, cold
You
game.
get all the
Cold.
money, you get all the power. So I personally believe Diddy's been a federal informant for a long time. I'm gonna keep saying that shit.
I
That's the
can
only
believe that
way.
too.
Yeah, I'm just like this is the only way that you can be moving like you've been moving for X amount of years, and not only have you not ended up in jail, but nobody's touched you yet.
Nobody.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you to explain how you came up with that theory. Makes
Yeah,
sense though.
I'm just like yeah, nobody's touched you yet either, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be a protected man for
Yeah.
real. And this is something that not only I mean we was saying that even since before social media, bro, back in the 90s and shit. Like something's up with this nigga, bro. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? Like for real, something's
Yeah, I
up.
know. I wasn't deep in it when Bad Boy first hit the scene, but as I got older, I started realizing like something ain't right with that man right there. Something ain't
Something
right
ain't
with
right,
it.
bro. You're beating too much shit, bro. Like you're just beating too much shit, bro.
Like shit just slide up off you for like you tell Teflon done for real.
hmm For real.
So
And at that point, bro, you're protecting. That's just having a little connect in New York and just kind of knowing things that were going on kind of behind the scenes and shit like that, and just knowing who people are connected to, and real shit. It wasn't even just, you know what I'm saying, like the neighborhoods and shit that didn't fuck with Diddy, bro. Even the Italians and shit out there with the mob ties and shit was like, yo, that motherfucker's a rat. You
Yeah, he
got to
was
be.
recording it. He was
They
recording
was saying
everything.
that shit, bro.
He was definitely recording everything.
Man,
Everything.
They was like,
Human,
bro, don't. It was like, man, nobody wanted to do business with that motherfucker because he's a rat.
man, that's crazy.
That's the only way.
He
That's the
ain't a
only
rat.
way you can still be alive, bro.
If he ain't a rat, he definitely a snake.
Nah, it's just everybody knew you had something to do with Biggie being, you know what I'm saying, being taken out. Like I was supposed to be the best of homies. Everybody know that Biggie had, 3 albums. He was under contract for those 3 albums, and he was in California to get those albums, to get Life After Death and Born Again completed. So that way he can complete that damn contract and get the fuck off Bad Boy Records. Biggie had issues, not Biggie, Puffy had issues with that. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. So there is some truth to what Gene Deal is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense. Everybody knew, like, that's why he was in California trying to rush through the production of those 2 albums. He was trying to finish 2 albums at the same time to get out of that damn contract, you know? And then the
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker doesn't make it back alive.
Cause he didn't want to go after Cali. He was like, nah, cause he already like had beef out there. And he
But they,
like,
they, they, they tried to make it seem like it was some West Coast shit. Oh, bro, everybody out West, they knew Biggie ain't have shit to do with Pac getting killed, bro. They knew
yeah.
that shit, bro.
Ain't he attached to the Pac? Ain't he attached to the Pac deletion too?
Nah. They said, oh, you said Diddy. They said
Yeah, did.
possibly Diddy. Yeah, possibly Diddy, but not Biggie.
Yeah, I know
Not
Biggie ain't
Biggie.
had nothing to do with it. I know
It
they were
wasn't.
saying
It
Diddy.
wasn't even like that. Biggie was just doing his music and shit like that, bro. And
Now,
they was beefing over the same broad.
now
That was
what was
about
this
it.
whole now what was this whole thing about Big and Pac was supposed to be going in business together?
I mean,
Y'all ever
I
heard
believe
that?
it. I believe it.
Yeah.
They were cool, but then they fell out
Yeah.
over some broads.
That sounds about right.
They fell out over some broads, and Pop kind of, like, I don't know if he just let the damn character go to his head, bro. Motherfucker really thought he was a real gangster at some point,
Sound like
and yeah, that's what it was. I think he never really came out of character as Bishop from Juice. So he really thought he was that dude, dog. Like, it's like, bro, come on now. You're school of the arts. You're a kid from the school of the performing arts, bro. Like,
man,
stop it. But you're a hell of an actor. I'll
good
always give
actor,
Pac that. I'll always give
good
Pac
actor,
that, bro.
good
Hell of
actor.
an actor. You know what I'm saying?
But
Now
just
I
that,
like Pac. I like Pac music, but it's like, bro, come on, bro, miss me
but
with
yeah,
that.
just the video of him with the fade when he was a young
Mm,
guy. You can tell them like you ain't that tough
yeah,
ass that you were trained to be. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
man, bro,
You
you're
a
a
nice
school of
guy.
the arts kid. You're school of the arts kid from Baltimore, man.
Yeah,
For real,
Get
yo,
his
man.
background down, sir.
like, for real. You ain't never had to sell no dope. you
Nah,
ain't never,
you never had
you
something
ain't
no
never
dope.
you ain't start like banging, dog, until after you got a record deal.
Man, what you should get you out of jail, then you banging on everybody.
Exactly. Let's keep it real. Like, you didn't start
Hmm.
banging and rocking colors and shit till after you got a record deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna ask y'all about a few more things. I'm gonna get up off here. What y'all think about Tory and Meg? You think Tory gonna get out?
I believe so. I haven't seen the additional evidence, but by the people that are backing it, like, I know a congresswoman is supposed to be backing it.
She is.
They went straight to Gavin Newsom. So I don't know. I thought they would have already had something out by now on that to get him a pardon. And trust me, if Gavin Newsom don't get it, they gonna get it from Trump,
Yeah.
because whatever. If Gavin Newsom don't pardon that motherfucker, Trump will. You know what I'm saying? Trump will, because he don't like Gavin Newsom,
I've
so he'll
always
do
said
the
the evidence
opposite, bro.
never added up in the first place.
Yeah, I've been said that because it's like y'all, he the only one that getting the DNA test, and he the only one that everything just on him. Ain't nothing on
Um,
nobody else, just on him.
and the only other person that was likely to fire that weapon got immunity to testify against him. I was like, that was the smoking gun right there. Like, if anything, she's supposed to be standing trial too. You got another suspect right here. Why the hell? Of course, that's what
And
she
uh,
gonna say.
and the
You know what I'm saying?
gag
If you're
order
gonna
too.
give her immunity,
And they filed a gag order right around the time of the trial too.
Man, couldn't
yeah.
say nothing.
So I'm not gonna say the whole Meg is not a victim unless what they're saying now is there are no fragments. The hospital didn't have any fragments, or they at least didn't submit any fragments in the evidence. So
They
what
didn't
she
even
was
show a
saying
gun.
originally, what they were saying originally is maybe she did step in some glass. You know, maybe she did. So in that case, maybe she's not. I mean, if she wasn't actually shot, then no, she is a victim. But like, I'm sorry, if she wasn't shot, then no, she's not a victim. But you know what I'm saying? If you got fragments in your foot, then yeah, you are the victim.
Yeah,
Regardless. You know what I'm saying?
but yeah, because I think I heard Angry Man saying something about when a bottle rolled out the truck and she stepped on the bottle.
He
Hmm.
posted a video and it looked like she stepped in some glass. He posted a
Yeah.
video. He posted a short.
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying. And they're saying that they don't have any fragments, but there was a firearm tested. But if nobody's got the residue on their hands, then either number one, I mean, where's the casing? Where's the casing? Where are the
they didn't have a
fragments?
casing. They didn't even have a gun during the trial. They didn't even present the gun. They had a picture of a gun. They didn't even have the
Yeah, I
gun.
mean, in that case, that man got railroaded. There really shouldn't even have been a trial.
And then the
So
bodyguard that was in the vehicle with them, he was in Qatar because he had a bodyguard assignment out there in Qatar for the World Cup. And he was trying to get back to testify, and they didn't want to because they didn't want to extend the trial longer than it already was. They was trying to hurry up and get that trial done. And there's a reason why they wanted to get that trial hurried up and done with, because he would have came out there and said, Kelsey did it. He just said Kelsey did it.
I
But
mean, they really ain't supposed to even really have a trial without eyewitness testimony. I don't see how you just omit eyewitness testimony from that. It's almost like y'all picking and choosing the evidence that y'all want to submit
yep,
for a case. So
no
I think
DNA,
Tory,
no
yeah,
gunshot residue.
I think Tory got a case both ways. He got a case for malpractice with his attorneys.
Yep,
He got a case against, of course, the state of California, which they stay settling with motherfuckers over this shit, bro.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? They stay doing this shit, bro. Just railroading folks. And I mean, like I say, it depends on what evidence they got. I believe he'll get out because they're just gonna go over Newsom's head and go to Trump. And
But
Trump don't like Newsom, so
yeah, I know Trump don't. But my question
Yeah.
is this: do you think he did what he did so one of them go to jail?
I mean, if that's what he did, so not okay. So maybe he just didn't want to call her out and figured since he didn't do it, they couldn't prove he did it, and he
Right.
was gonna walk. Yeah, that might have been his purpose. But hey, you gambling, motherfucker, and guess what? You lost.
Right.
Yeah, they like that Gin and Juice video when they got to fighting
Yeah,
Right. And then the
with the
police
police.
pulled up.
And then it's all Snoop fault.
yeah,
Right.
that's it, bro.
I
You want to gamble like that, bro? If you gonna stand trial, bro.
I didn't think
I
he
mean,
ever
there's
had
a
a motive
chance
for
you can
shooting her
lose.
anyway. They whole
Nah,
motive from why he
that
shot her didn't even make sense.
that's why, and I said that on my show. I was like, this is why Meg lied. On with Gail King and with to everybody else originally. Oh no, I ain't had no dealings with him. And people like, oh no, she just didn't want to tell her private life. No, she didn't want to give y'all context as far as to why that damn either weapon was discharged or why they was going off. You had two broads, drunk ass broads, arguing because they both screwing the same nigga.
They really
Again.
what it was. They really what it was. They both
Okay,
both
Again.
both
Again.
smashing them.
and that'll give us some damn context as far as what the fuck happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want us to have that. You want to make it seem, oh, I was just looking all good in my bathing suit, and Tori was talking shit, and everybody was drunk. No, bitch. No, bitch. You and your homegirl was arguing. Two bitches was battling over a bone.
Basically, that's really what it
Okay,
was.
that's
That's
what it
really
was.
what it was. That's really what it was. Y'all arguing over a nigga, and one want to shoot the other one, or whatever the case may be, and then y'all say, "Nah, we ain't had nothing to do with it. That was all him."
Hmm? That's it.
Right.
Cold game.
And was putting diss songs out against each other. They was
Yeah,
dissing.
after the
Yeah, they
fact,
was
you
dissing
dissing
each
each
other.
other after the fact.
Right. She was the victim. That's your homegirl, and then all of a sudden y'all just stop being friends. Oh, okay. Right. Right.
All right,
Y'all just stop being friends.
I want y'all opinion on this one last thing, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Remy Ma and Papoose. What y'all think about what's going on with them?
You want to give it up, TC, on that one? I'll talk after you with that one.
Well, I ain't even gonna be serious. I don't even want to get this a serious answer. If Remy ain't stepping in the ring with Clarissa, I don't want to hear nothing. You can stop talking. If you ain't gonna get in the ring with Clarissa, I
If
don't
you
want
ain't
to
gonna
hear
throw them hands, don't even keep talking.
nothing. Because this is a circus. This is some real clown shit right here. This some clown shit. And she ain't making herself look no good at all. She don't look good in this. And see, I watch battle rap, and yeah, it was just kind of strange. All of a sudden, Easy was just around Remy all the time. Like every time I would see Remy, he right there. It just then it come to find out they together.
Y'all got a very close working relationship. I see.
Right, right,
So
right.
so
So I don't even I really don't even try to give that foolishness no real energy. That's just
Yeah.
that's just stupid.
No,
That's just stupid.
look, I agree with that. I wouldn't. I'm not giving. I wouldn't give it no energy. I think Papoose lost when he finally responded to it. Everything looked fine until he responded to anything. Everything looked just like what it was, bro. You got a bitter ex that's pissed off because you don't want her no more. You done moved on. She won't let it go. Now she's trying to drag you on social media. But then when you felt the need to respond, I think that just proves that y'all still got dealings with each other. Like y'all both kind of still in your feelings a little bit.
yeah, you still in your feelings.
So I think it does look stupid. You got two damn near 50-year-old has been industry motherfuckers that are airing out their own dirty laundry on the internet just to remain relevant. It's really pathetic when you bust it down. It's like, bro, y'all motherfuckers should be retired, enjoying your time with your grandchildren, shouldn't you?
I
Like y'all look
agree.
stupid up here airing each other out like damn teenagers and 20 something year olds from Love and Hip Hop. Like y'all looks fucking stupid.
I cause look, I just see Remy 44. How old Papoose?
And I don't believe that
40.
bitch really 44, bro. These people
I
be lying about their
I
damn age. That bitch
I,
about 48, 49. But they say she 44, whatever. She 44. The bitch still looks stupid. Go ahead.
and Papoose is 47.
Oh, this is fucking stupid, bro. Like you guys are supposed to be rappers, bro. The standard age demographic for those that consume hip hop music is supposed to be ages 16 through 29. Your time has passed.
Yeah, your time
Both of you.
passed.
It's
Cause
over. This
I
is
was
the
in
only way. Yeah. This is the
cause
only
when
way you can be relevant because none of you motherfuckers will ever make another hit again.
cause when I was in the rap game, I was just local down here in Memphis. I think I got in at 20. By the time I was 30, I was like, I'm tired. I like we pop off. We had a few little shows here and there. We did shows in Mississippi and Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? But they never went nationwide. By the time I was in my 30 with kids, and I'm like, bro, I ain't through with this shit, man. Fuck
I'm
this
always
shit.
saying that's the problem with your culture. You know, it's a shame when hip hop became just like the damn church. Some old motherfucker up there that don't want to get the fuck out. You know?
Yeah, man. I
For real,
don't
you
say,
guys got some old ass pastor don't want to get off. You know, don't want to get off. And then they went, well,
yeah.
where all the men went? You know, hip hop ain't no motherfucking different. You got all of these fucking old heads, and then you got a problem when they get diddied. Real shit.
I'm
Oh, they
trying to
tearing
see.
down our icons. Your icons won't leave. Your moguls won't leave until they literally get dragged out of this bitch, bro, and embarrassed. And then their files get opened. It's a fucking shame. These people are so desperate to be relevant that they will air out their own dirty laundry on the internet. It is pathetic, bro.
It really is. Okay, Charlie. I'm gonna let you up here. You got 6 minutes.
Hey
Say what you
guys.
been. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say hi.
You got 6 minutes. Use them wisely.
What you're giving me 6 minutes?
I'm finished. I finished shut the show down anyway. So you got 6 minutes.
You
All right,
done, yeah, I'm about to say you done used up 35 seconds. Just wasting them.
okay, you know what? You need to shut up, you cracker.
What?
I just called to say hi. I just called to say hello.
Hello.
That's it.
You're a
Called to say
fucking
hi.
loser. A pathetic piece of shit you are.
You know what? Hey, can
Anybody
you
ever
put
told
him
you
on?
that?
Can
Like a
you guys mute
pathetic
him?
motherfucker, bro.
I called him to say
For
hi.
real.
I called him to say,
Did your parents ever tell you how pathetic you were when you were a kid?
all right, you know what? I don't want to
Because I'm
engage
not
with
gonna
this.
lie, I'm not in favor of like emotionally or mentally abusing your children. But if you were my kid, I would tell you that shit every fucking day. That you're just a
I know you
pathetic piece of shit.
do. That's why
For
you
real.
should be
And I don't give a fuck if the DNA test said it's 99+% chance that I'm the father. I'm taking that shit again on
listen,
your
Jerry.
ass. For real.
Listen, Jerry
For real.
Springer. Listen,
I don't give a fuck if it's a less than 1% chance. It's got to be a chance that you ain't my fucking kid. And I'm pretty sure your father feels like that, you pathetic fucking loser. You
all
40
right,
something
maybe.
year old virgin motherfucker. You
You're right.
goddamn internet race
Hey,
baiting stalker ass motherfucker.
can you put
Pathetic
him on hold?
bitch.
Can you
You
put
know?
him on mute? Put him on mute.
For
I
real.
like the
You
white. I like the white on white fighting. So continue.
Yeah, right.
For
So
real.
you know,
You probably never
you know,
been talked to like that before.
you know
I don't
this
give a fuck. This is
cracker.
how your dad should have talked to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right before he slap you upside the head and just tell you how pathetic and how much of a piece of shit you are and how you just never gonna be shit.
You want to know
Because
why?
you're
You
clearly
want to
like never gonna be shit. You got kicked off the fucking panel twice and you sat here waiting to come back up here, bro. It just shows
know?
how pathetic you are and how little
I'll, I'll take your wife's
you have
toes, your daughter's toes,
to
and I'll
do over
suck
the
them. I'll suck on
course of
your
a
daughter's
fuck.
toes.
If it weren't for the carbon dioxide that you provide for fucking plants, bro, you would be totally worthless on this earth.
You vanilla ice bitch. You vanilla ice bitch. You vanilla ice bitch. Shut up. I'll suck your mama's
If that's
toes.
all you
I'll
got,
suck,
dog, I told you, bro, you better start Googling some shit, bro. You better use Chat GPT. You want to
I will
roast me, bro. You ain't on my
watch.
level, bro.
I'll suck a white
Like,
woman's
for
toe.
real. You better
I
Chat
will.
GPT that shit.
He
I
call
Vanilla
you
will
ice,
vanilla
suck.
bitch.
ice. He call you a vanilla ice bitch.
Like, for real, dog.
I
Pathetic,
will
dude.
suck a white woman's toes. I will suck your white wife's toes. I will suck your white mama's toes. I will suck your fat blind ass daughter's white ass toes. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Okay, next. Over. Hello.
Was that supposed to be offensive?
Oh, it was so offensive because you have nothing to
No, I'm just saying,
combat.
like, what was the purpose of it? Like, what was it? Did you have an intent with that line?
Stop acting
Because
like
I
you're
was just
dead.
telling you the truth. I was
You're not,
speaking from a very, very honest, objective perspective when I told you that you were a pathetic piece of shit. You
you're
are a
not
pathetic excuse for a
you're a little
fucking
house in the, you're a little,
able-bodied human being, bro.
you're a little house in the prairie. You're not different strokes. You're not
Like
Arnold Willis.
for real.
You're a white bitch. White
You're
bitch.
shit. You're shit. You're the bowels and reject of society. You've probably never ever been accepted
Whatever.
into a group. You didn't make any athletic teams that you tried out for, even if you had the heart to try out for them shits when you were a teenager. Have
I
you
was a
ever have you
I was
ever been
I was
accepted into any fucking group or won any fucking award that you couldn't just pay for?
I was a
Ever.
bowler. On my
Have
bowling
you
team.
yeah, really.
Bowling
You
team.
were a bowler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I'll
was a
give you
great
okay. So you did something. You did
yeah, I was
something.
a good bowler. I was a great bowler. I was better than most bowlers. I was really good.
Mhm.
And then I broke my wrist when I was true story. I was
Yeah.
actually a bowler in high school, but I broke my wrist in my junior year. A ball landed on my right arm. I broke my wrist, and I bowled maybe twice since then. So whatever
Yeah.
it is.
And that's it. Your career's over because a bowler with a broken wrist is pathetic, worthless piece of
Wristed?
shit.
Oh, did you say wristed?
You know
Did
what
you
I'm
say
saying? Just what? Hey, a bowler with a broken wrist. What is that?
Trash. Okay. Charlie, Charlie,
Uh,
Yeah.
Charlie, you have any last words? I'm finna shut down, man.
I like you. Hey, big dog, I like you.
Oh, okay. You can come back over here, Charlie. Long as you know keep a G, bro. You come back over here, but don't be insulting my people, man.
No. I respect your people, but I don't respect this white honky.
Oh, okay. That's the auntie is my people, bro. So
Yeah, he's not black. He's not black.
yeah, we love white people over here.
I don't
Include
discriminate.
Auntie.
Yeah, I love white people too. I just don't love.
Lettuce head. You're not
Yeah,
quality.
okay. Yeah, you can come back. You can come back, Charlie. Bye. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm finna get ready to shut down, man. Ate lunch and
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Auntie, any last
Nah, hey,
words?
big dog. Thanks for having me up, man. Nah, that's it, man. Thanks for having me up, man. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Fun
what's your
combo.
channel
Had a
name,
little
Auntie?
downtime today.
So I can give you a follow. What's your channel name so I can
Nah,
give you a follow?
yeah, Auntie's the boiler room.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna
Yep.
shoot you a follow, a
Yeah,
subscription
no
or
problem.
whatever.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right,
appreciate
Auntie,
that.
man. Enjoy your
Thanks,
day,
fam.
bro.
Salute, bro. Yeah.
All right, now.
Peace.
All right.
Uh,
TC, brother.
I love the internet.
What you say?
I love the internet.
I got me a troll. I finally made it.
Shout out to Charlie, man.
Shout out,
I like Charlie.
Charlie.
I like Charlie. But
Oh,
everything that I wanted to say, it played out right in front of me. Everything I wanted to say played right out in front of me live.
hey,
I was going to
hey.
talk about the Caitlin Clark fans, and I was going to talk about what
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 you say?
what black fatigue looked like, and it played out right in front of
As
me.
soon as a nigga start talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, this motherfucker pop up out of the who the fuck are you, bro?
Because that is a very polarizing topic. Them two ladies, they
Don't,
drive traffic.
don't get it wrong, man. I like I said, I put both of them on my team. Don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And they for to play together on the Olympics, and everything gonna be
And
a game.
I can believe that. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with her is the whole, if you're gonna be the bad guy, be the bad guy.
Yeah, you got to stand on it.
You gotta stand on it. If you don't want to be the bad guy, get out of it. But you know what? I told your sister-in-law that. I told my wife that. I was like, you can't be the bad guy and the victim. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk crazy to me, and when I talk crazy back, you want to start crying. I'm like, no, you can't do that. If you're
Can't be
gonna
the
be the
bully.
bad guy, be the bad guy.
And be the bully and the victim now.
Nah, it don't work like that.
I'm so glad.
So it is what it is, man. Any last word, TC, before I shut this down?
Little brother be knowing what he talking about, man. I call it, man. I call it.
I ain't never took nothing away from you, bro. You know, same daddy. I know what you thinking.
I be knowing these things. I drift around the internet just enough to see the foolishness, and then I log off. But
yeah, I try. I'm trying, but you know what I'm saying. It's like,
oh, it's gonna get worse, especially if you leaning into sports. It's gonna get worse. You leaning into sports.
You remember Queen Sun Kiss?
Yep.
She always told me this shit. Send me and her linked up. She was like, "Hey, the motherfucker gonna come after you when you start popping."
When you lean into sports, it's gonna get crazy.
Hey, but that's what we talk about when we on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about sports all the time.
All the time.
Once
We
you
talk about
trend into
sports all the
this,
time.
yep, it's gonna get hectic because I follow a few sports YouTube channels and it get chaotic. Sometimes it be the actual host on the shows going at each other, almost ready to fight each other. So,
look. Speaking of which, hey, Queen, how you doing?
Yeah, you still here?
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to shut it down, but I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say.
I ain't got nothing to say. I just came. I was like, oh, yo, you still up here? Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
Yeah, I
it's
show.
an
was up.
excellent, great show, entertaining.
Yeah, I was up here with my brother and auntie. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
heard
kicking
NT
shit.
loud ass. You need to turn his mic down.
What going on, Queen?
Nothing. Chilling. I'm at work.
I was.
But I
Oh,
think you
okay.
was still up here, so I was like, let me come say hi while I can.
Yeah, I'm finna get ready to shut it down. What you doing? What time you get out work? Your time?
My time at 3.
Yep. So that's 5 my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I supposed to be making spaghetti for the house. So you know what I'm saying. I
You gonna
supposed
make some spaghetti?
yeah. Been cook some spaghetti a little bit later. But I got to eat me a salad right about now when I get up off here.
Not I. I'm free for a few hours.
That sky
Uh,
pretty, ain't it?
yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. Hey, you had me tripping over there on Smitty's show the other day
About what? Oh,
when we was up there talking shit.
talking about some he been holding babies. Like, boy, if you don't shut your ass up, cut it the fuck
hey,
out.
hey, whenever you
So,
want to do that, whenever you want to do another conversation, whenever, just hit me up.
yeah, I'm a okay, so I'm making a transition. So give me a few weeks because I got another job.
Damn, you a Jamaican now? You got 3 jobs?
Look, I got some goals I'm trying to reach. I got some shit I'm trying to do. And
I ain't know. And I see
I'm
you got
trying,
them. You got them
huh?
wigs out. You got them dreads out tonight too today.
Yeah. I
No.
be my hair be tied up because one of them broke off.
Oh, I
And
don't
I
know.
can't I I'm not good enough to stitch it back in. So I gotta find
Oh,
somebody to put it back in. That's why I keep
oh,
my head tied up. Cause one of them be like a nub compared to the rest of them.
okay. Well, they look
What up,
cute.
TC?
What up? What up?
Yeah, what's up? That's what's up. That's what's up. You wanna put
Yeah, I
in
just
on it. You wanna put in on any of this foolishness that been going on today before I shut it down? That is a terrible freeze frame.
Sure is.
That is a
Sure is.
that is
That
a
is. That's not it.
that is not the one.
okay.
Perfect.
Am I back?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
That was a terrible freeze.
That, ooh, that was
Yeah,
bad.
I'm sure it was.
Nah, you didn't get to see how bad it
These
was.
people we saw.
Look, look, that's how life do me. I'm used
I
to it. It's
got you.
okay. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I didn't get to hear much of what y'all was talking about because I was at work.
Oh, we were just talking about really nigga shit. We were
Yeah,
just going
if
over.
you if you if Brandon if Big Dog was as petty as me, that might have been my thumbnail.
I'm sure it's gonna be somebody's thumbnail. You know, these people can't stand my ass.
If Big Dog was as petty as me, that was the thumbnail right there.
Oh, I ain't that petty. Queen my partner, man. Queen been riding with me for a minute. I ain't gonna do it dirty. You know what I'm saying? But if she ever get wrong,
That was
I put it up there.
that
I wouldn't give a damn.
that was $1 million freeze
yeah,
frame right
Queen
there.
ever get wrong, I'ma tell her. I'ma call her first. I'm like, hey, you sure you want to do that?
I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Give a damn.
I got you. But nah, we were just up here talking about Angel Reese and Caden Clark. We were talking about Carmelo Anthony, Diddy, Remy Ma and Papoose, just shit that been going on over the past couple of weeks, you know what I'm
I
saying?
heard
And
they charged him with first degree murder.
huh?
I said, I heard they charged him with first degree murder.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Char-
tried him as an adult.
Yep. Charge him as an adult. First degree murder.
Mhm.
What you think about that?
I think shit. Let the facts of the case speak.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with
That's
that.
it.
That's what I think. Hell, if he killed that boy for no reason, then he going to jail.
Yep.
I'm in agreement. Like I've been saying from Jump Street, like man, let the court system and the facts work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Because we just be
Yep.
talking. We don't know shit. We just be talking. Whether you on one side or the other, we just be talking.
Yep.
I don't
They
know
only
nothing.
and they only gonna let us know as much as they want to let us know.
Exactly. So I mean, it is what it is. We gonna see when the trials start how they what they can prove and what they can't prove. We gonna see.
And what did Angel Reese do?
Just being dramatic. Cause she said at the game against Indiana, they were talking about they were slinging racial slurs at her, but the WNBA did a investigation and found out did nothing happen. Did nobody say anything? They ain't do nothing at the game.
Oh, come on, man.
So
That's crazy.
it's like you saying shit just to get well, I don't know if it's attention, jealousy, I don't know what it is, but anytime them two get together, there's always some shit popping off.
Don't Caitlyn always give Angel her props though? So why the fuck is she doing all this?
I ain't never heard Caitlin Clark talk bad about Angel Reese.
No, her boyfriend has.
I ain't know that. I ain't know that.
He worked for the Pacers. He was subbing Angel Reese at the time. He was subbing her on Twitter, sub tweeting.
I ain't know that. I ain't know that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
him. That ain't Caitlyn.
That ain't Caitlin. Yeah, I'm like Quinn. That ain't Caitlin. That's him. So
Close enough.
what you say? He
He
gives it
said
by
close enough.
association.
hmm
He said close enough.
Yeah.
She ain't
So
come.
And
She
I
ain't come out.
heard,
She ain't come out and disagree with it.
oh well. Okay, I can see your point there. I don't know. I ain't never seen her do nothing to Angel. I just thought that people was trying to sensationalize a beef between them. Like just let their ass play the sport. Shit.
I don't have a problem with either one of them.
yeah, I don't have a problem really. It's just I have a problem with like me and TC was saying is like you want to be the bad guy, be the bad guy. You can't
Who
sit there
wants
and
to be the
say
bad guy?
Angel Reese.
Oh, she wants to be the bad guy.
She
Well, what
wants to
she
be the bad guy. She said it herself. She wants to be the bad guy.
so if she want to be the bad guy, why she sitting up here making up lies? Just be the bad guy.
Just be the bad guy.
Because that is the 2025 version of today's 20-year-olds.
You sit up there making up lies. Don't be making us look bad.
They want to be the bully and the victim.
Yeah, you can't do the both. You can't be the bully and the victim. That ain't how that shit work. I don't mind me.
That's crazy.
My son brought me a little smoothie king.
I heard that I heard Diddy kidnapped a bro by at gunpoint.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like I be hearing that on that Diddy shit.
That
You
boy,
know,
that boy is a whole Batman villain.
yeah,
This the whole this trial boring as hell. I wish they get to the point. God damn it.
I said that too because it's like y'all got the freaky
Nigga,
shit
run
out there.
me, show me the dope, show me the criminal enterprise. I
Yeah,
don't give
show me all that right there.
a shit.
Show me all that.
Let's get to the good shit, okay? Let's get to
Cause,
the reason.
'cause y'all done
Homeland
got the
Security
yeah,
is up in your city.
y'all done got the freaky shit out the way. Y'all done got the
Yeah,
freaky
I
shit
don't
out there.
care nothing about this sex shit. Who gives a damn?
But that
Get
was
to the
everybody gave a
bullshit.
fuck about really the freak offs. Y'all got that part. Y'all gave a fuck about the freak offs.
I want you
And
Yeah,
to
I didn't care
be
about that.
one up.
like, he a nasty little boy, he a nasty little boy. It is what it is. We all got a little ain't no telling what y'all do behind closed doors. I don't
Not
I
want
none
mean,
of
he
that.
just said they
None
were
of
freaking
that.
ass niggas to stay their ass
None of
inside.
that.
He had them
I
all
don't do none
inside,
of that.
so they was inside. Like, let's get to the other stuff. Let's get to the good stuff.
yeah, get to the shit that prove that he a real live Batman villain.
Yeah,
Facts.
I want to know that shit. Is you gonna destroy Gotham City? I want to see how you did it.
Yeah,
yeah,
because that
tell
man,
me,
he is on a one-man Rico.
right? Come on, let's get to the Rico. Let's talk about the baby oil and what he was doing.
No,
Okay,
I don't want to talk about
let's
the baby oil. I
I
heard
mean,
enough.
but the thing is, if the baby oil has some drugs in, I want to know that part. I don't want to know it's just Johnson and Johnson baby oil.
yeah, that's what they said. They said it had GHB and some other shit in it.
That's what I
Oh,
heard. But if it
Yeah,
see,
ain't,
let's get to that.
I
Let's
want to
get to
know
see,
what
that.
that in there,
I ain't know he
Yeah.
was spiking the baby oil.
Hmm.
man.
I just ain't cared. I ain't cared enough about this case because everything was centered around the freak off. So I just knew I wasn't even interested.
Yeah, I don't care about that freak out stuff. You can't criminalize nobody for their sex life. It's
No,
stupid.
you can't do that.
Let's get to the criminal activity.
Unless you a PDF file and you doing child corn and all that right there.
Pretty
Outside
much.
of that, it's like 18 or better, man. Do what you do. As long as it ain't no grape, PDF shit, all that right there, hey, do what you do. So, well, Queen, I'm gonna let you go and get to work. I appreciate you doing a little drive by right fast, but I gotta eat.
Y'all be easy. Have a good.
I appreciate it.
Peace
All
out.
right, have a good one.
All right. Yeah, TC, man, I'm finna get up out of here, man. Let me go and get something on my stomach and shit like that, man, before I cook this spaghetti.
I am, for the next few hours, I am done with daddy duty. Y'all go to this school event. Y'all have some fun. I'll see y'all later on tonight.
Well, yeah, let me go and get up out of here, TC. I'll get up with you later.
Yeah. All right.
I love you, bro.
All right. Black fatigue is a real thing. Shout out to my nigga Charlie.
Shout out my nigga Charlie. All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, bye.
Oh, man. I appreciate y'all for coming back today. I appreciate my brother as always, you know what I'm saying? Much love to TC and Caddy, that's my brother. And T, appreciate him coming through, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the bigger YouTubers that I do watch, you know what I'm saying? Some might know him, some might not know him, but if you get a chance, go to Auntie channel and go holler at him, you know what I'm saying? He be on some real shit. And Miss Queen's son Kids, she just popped up. She be on some real shit too, you know what I'm saying? Go follow her. And shout out my nigga Charlie. Charlie, you can come back, bro. It's I ain't gonna say it's all love, but you gonna have to act a little bit better, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't say nothing too stupid for me to just ban you from my channel. So you can come back, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to come. Like, if I'm on some bullshit, bro, oh, man, you can join in on the bullshit. But, you know, we trying to figure shit out. And I need you to be on that type of time. And if you ain't going to be on that type of time, don't hit the link. That's all. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? Just when I'm on bullshit, you can be on bullshit. When I'm on real shit, be on real shit. It is what it is. But like I said, I appreciate everybody coming through, fucking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? And I hope to do this again. You know what I'm saying? I might have something for y'all tomorrow. Don't hold me to that. I might. Don't hold me to it. But yeah. If y'all ain't like this, please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't shared this out, share it out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my goal for the rest of 2025 is to get to that 1,300 mark. I'm getting close. It's a small number, but it's a big number to me. You know what I'm saying? So help a brother out, let me get it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I will. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through, and I will holler at y'all good people later.
Look, we tastemakers, groundbreakers, fucker, we crown shakers. Moved us out the margin, we're writing, that's how we found paper. Hustle nature, since we was riding back on the scooter razors. Had no stable footage since then, I've been an earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon, don't think that I'm the greatest, I just settle for the synonyms. Hey, they wonder what's got it into him. I took a couple losses, my nigga, I'm trying to win again and win again and win again. I ain't taking minimums, my destiny was written in. Coming with a different scent, coming with a different stench. Smelling like greatness and I spray it every day, that's the latest.
The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings, looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.
Look,
I've been counting my blessings, but still stuck in my thoughts. Here I go, stuck in my head again. Daily I've been looking for some peace. What would you recommend? Have a couple drinks, go to sleep, then reset again. That's everything I'm better than, but everything I'm used to. Sticking to the basics got me looking for a new glue, looking for a new crew, looking for a new outlet that doesn't sacrifice my self-respect. I don't know all the steps that I'm taking, still walking through it. Hope I find a shawty that really listens and talk me through it. Oftentimes we end up smashing in love and lust. They asking for my heart, don't give it, it's hard to trust. Consider that a plus, and minus the complications. Feel like everyone's the same, internet immutations. While all the weak shit get the highest of the praises. Man, the shit is messing with my patience.
The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings, looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.